All right. Welcome back to Dream Daddy. I'm like so frazzled right now. I was I've been really working on my emotes, you know, with every free moment that I have, including like the 30 minutes that I was trying to scarf down dinner before starting the stream tonight. I was also working on emotes. Wait, I'm trying to put my phone in like do not disturb so it doesn't ring. I am so prepared for this, you guys. You don't even know. We're cool. Does the audio work? That's good. The audio works. Okay. How are the levels? Because I think... Oh, that's a terrible angle. Hello there. I think I have 2 of my 3 emotes, like, done. I think. I'm going with, like, a floral theme, okay? And then the emotes will come first, and then probably everything else will change along with it. But the emotes seem like a pressing issue, because it's been, like, a month and a half or something ridiculous, and I haven't got emotes yet. And people I know who got affiliate before me already have their emotes sorted out because they did the smart thing and like commissioned them. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it myself because that's how I do things. Yeah. I'm not... How does this sound? I think I turned... Because the gain was... Whoop! Hello. The gain was like on the mic a little bit, but I think I turned it down. I like redecorated. Turn that up just a hair. I don't want to like blow it out though. You know what? We're just gonna leave that alone. I think it's fine. You can't really hear the game audio anyway. Super profesh. Okay. Oh, I should probably mute that, huh? God, I had the air conditioner on for hours to try and cool this room down. And then I turned it off to start the stream because it's loud as shit. And it immediately got super fucking hot in here. That's not cool. Alright, continue. Okay, so... If I load the epilogue... What's it gonna do? I don't actually know. So the idea behind this like little sort of bonus slash finale is I want to sort of quickly go through all the other endings. Why is the screen black? Oh, it's the credits. Okay. How do I... Well, this is good. I can't seem to do anything about this, so I have made an error. Okay, I kind of wish, like, it would have shown credits on that screen instead of just a black screen. I was sort of... Okay, it's not that long, at least. So what... Oh, now we have to... Okay, there's the picture. Okay, cool. So what happens now? Is it going to take me back to Dad Book, or do I have to go back to a previous save? Probably go back to a previous save now that I think about it. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay. I'm stupid. Alright, doopy-doo. Okay, Dad Book. Alright, so if we load Dad Book... That should... Yes? We should be able to... Speed date. So I did...
Welcome. You've got dads.
I've got dads. So I should be able to, in theory... So it... Oh, it just... Oh, okay. So it creates a new autosave on top of the previous save state. So it, like, remembers that you did the other stuff that you did. Okay. So I have 2 dates with everybody. So my idea for this bonus stream is to sort of speed date. So go through the 3rd dates for all of the dads and see all of the endings because I'm curious. So let's just do it in, well, should we do it in order? I mean, Matt was like my one true love originally, and then, I mean, Damien came along, so why don't we actually do Matt first? Let's do it. Let's do it! Alright, Matt Sella. Sella of Banana Bretta. I did do some redecorating this weekend. I bought a new, like... TV stand is, like, not a good word to describe it, but that's basically what it is. You can't see it, because that's where the TV is, and it's behind the camera, but, it's nice. Maybe I'll, like, tweet a picture or something. But I like it. All my amiibos are on display now. My TV is up a little bit higher, so I can, like, see it better. Alright, anyway, let's play the game. Matt and I have spent a lot of time together lately. After we went record shopping the first time, it sort of became a weekly tradition for us to scope out Final Fantasy VII for new releases. On quieter days, I'll go to the Coffee Spoon just to hang out with him. He's been trying to get me to branch out from my usual black coffee to try new drinks, and they're always delicious. Since I've been spending so much time with Matt, Carmencita and Amanda have become really close friends. Amanda's taken Carmencita under her wing, teaching her about photography, helping her with homework, and introducing her to music that's not just boy bands. Well, she did end up taking her to one of those scream cry dancing boy concerts so Matt wouldn't have to go, a truly heroic move. I can tell that Carmencita really looks up to her a lot, so it's great that Amanda's trying to be a good mentor. The open mic night is tonight. Amanda and I busy ourselves getting ready, try to pick out a nicer outfit than usual, and pace around the room. A bunch of really cool bands are going to be playing, and I'm excited to see them. I haven't been to a show since the first time Matt and I hung out, and we got fucking trampled and separated. It's weird, ever since Matt played piano for me that one time, I've never been able to convince him to do it again. He told me he also plays guitar, drums, and even the trumpet. He still won't play any of them. For someone so passionate about music, it's strange that he doesn't want to actually play it. You ready to go, Pops? I can hear Amanda in the hallway as she approaches my room. Yup. Haven't changed clothes at all. Amanda pops her head in and looks me over. She pinches the bridge of her nose. Dad, we talked about this. What? The sandals. They're older than I am. Vintage, some would argue. I thought you threw them out. Amanda, since when do you enroll in the Fashion Police Academy? I got kicked out because I was a loose cannon who didn't play by the rules. For example, you're not allowed to mix florals, but you totally can if you have a good eye for color. You're out of your jurisdiction, rookie. Amanda guards the door until I pick out a better outfit. Stop! Those sandals are going directly into the evidence locker. What's the... It's the trash. You can... You can pry these sandals from my cold, dead hands. Fine, keep them, but you're committing a heinous crime. Justice will find you one day. Come on, Dad, we gotta go! Barefoot. You're gonna go barefoot, because you own no other shoes, I guess. I've never seen the coffee spoon so packed. Cricket, cricket. I spot familiar faces from the pup concert, all sipping on their caffeinated beverages of choice. A couple of people are setting up on stage. I don't see Matt, but I'm sure he's busy in the back. Amanda and Carmencita find each other immediately and do their secret handshake, some complicated clapping with their hands and then a big hug. Cute! Chad! I don't remember what voices I gave anybody. I turn to see Hugo sitting at a table with none other than Damien! Do you know that we once were lovers, Damien? Are you aware of that timeline? Are you Monica? Okay. Different game. Fancy seeing you two here. I am, as you know, a dedicated patron of the arts. It's a bit of a tradition between Damien and I now. Matt's open mic nights always seem to bring out the best talent in town. Sometimes it gets a bit odd, even for my admittedly eclectic tastes. Hi, Gold Eyes! My day was pretty good. It was very productive. I took my lunch break to go drop off some donations at the animal shelter that I've been sitting on for a while because I haven't had the time. And today I was just like, I'm gonna do the thing! And I did the thing, and then that hurt. I hit my hand too hard. How was your day, Goldeye? You guys see Matt around? Yeah, he was just helping that Pablo kid get some equipment out of his van. Whoa, Vacant Veil is playing a set? What? It's a witch house. Damien's ears perk. What is that? I don't know. Well, it sounds delightful. Amanda says it isn't. Shame. Alright, I'm gonna go find Matt and see if he needs any help. It's Pablo! Aw, he's so cute. I love his hair. It's like algae. Day was good. Took my puppy a bath. I have a German Shepherd. Oh! Wow, that's a big dog. Weather's very nice today. Yeah, it's really nice here too. It was really hot and gross yesterday, but today was pretty nice. I don't think it broke like 75, so it was pleasantly breezy. I head to the back room with a coffee spoon where I find Matt going over some last-minute show details with Pablo. My dude! Pablo and I share a full-on, sincere bro hug. Glad you could make it, Chad. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man. You guys need any help? I think we're all set, actually. Pablo, can you remind me what order people are going up in? Well, you got the handsome and unforgettable Vacant Veil opening up the set with selections from his new album, Witch Diaries, and then the Third Waves, who are all extremely attractive and could beat me up and I'd still be into it, are playing a 3-person acoustic set. We got a little bit of spoken word in there, a magic act, and then it looks like we're closing with Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. No, absolutely not. I might go walk my dogs up a little mountain. Oh, that sounds like fun! We don't have mountains here. We just have city. Gotta go a little bit of a distance for mountain. I remember the ridiculous set that this band put on when they opened up for Pup. Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the sound of an accordion being violently thrown against the wall over and over. They weren't that bad. No, you don't understand. The last time they played open mic night, they lit their bassist on fire, and the fire marshal had to shut us down. They also refused to pay for their drinks. Yikes. They are not playing tonight. Well, they're outside. All 17 of them. Tell them we're full. Then who's filling their spot? Matt, you should play? 'Cause you play instruments and stuff? Come on, Matt, you should play. No, I can't. I really can't. I'll play! What are you doing? What? What would you even do? Stop talking! Close your mouth! This Communist Manifesto is coming up, making a comeback solo show. I thought you didn't know how to play anymore. You don't know how to play anything anymore. Ska comes to you in the hour when you need it most. Without fail. What is that sound? Stop being so desperate to please your hot friend, Chad! Is there a keyboard around? Your unending thirst will be your ultimate downfall. That's amazing. Yeah, I have one right here. Then it's settled. Dude, are you sure? No, I'm not! As sure as ska is generally played with staccato notes on the upbeat. Well, as long as nothing gets set on fire, it can't possibly be worse than Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Matt grabs me by the shoulders and stares into my eyes. Thank you, Chad. I owe you big time. Okay. I smell a minigame coming. I settle back into my seat with Amanda and watch the show start. The house is packed now, with a few people even standing outside to watch. What have I gotten myself into? Amanda, I may have made a mistake. I told you those sandals were a bad choice. It's not that. I agreed to pull out my ska. No. Absolutely not. I had to help Matt. Dad, I love you and I support you, but we left ska behind for a reason. Look, it's either this or we're in the splash zone for a group of 20 musicians all crying at the same time for the sake of art. And I'm not being hyperbolic about the splash zone thing. They literally hand out ponchos. Somehow this is the preferable option. I just have to play the thing. Play what thing? You don't know how to play any instruments. Just promise me you'll still love me after this. I promise. But I may have to change my last name, and I hope you'll understand. Of course. My new last name is going to be Fireblast. Amanda. Or maybe Cold Steel. Matt takes the stage to a roar of applause from the crowd. He grabs the mic and addresses us all. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Matt's so nervous. And I'm so nervous. I can't stop staring at his mouth, and that makes me even more nervous. We have a jam-packed roster of amazing local talent who you might already know or maybe have seen before but would like to see again, and I'm rambling now, sorry. Aw, Matt. So, let me just bring on a dear friend of mine who's making his live show debut. Please welcome to the stage, Vacant Fail! The crowd cheers again, and Pablo bounds up to the stage, beaming. He sets up his 2 laptops and keyboard and launches into his set. Thank you, everyone! This one is called Witch House Never Dies, and you're next! Pablo hits the crowd with a heavy, inaccessible synth bass layered under drum samples and clips from science fiction shows played in reverse. It's maybe not the right show for this, but everyone seems to be enjoying whatever this is. At the end of the song, Pablo jumps on the mic. Thank you to all the veil wearers who came out tonight! A portion of the crowd cheers. He has a fan base already? He has a name for the fan base? This is his first live show! You can buy t-shirts out of the trunk of my car after the show. Also, I'd like to thank my mom for coming out to watch me play. You're my rock, Ma! Love you, honey! Pablo plays a few more songs that are actually super fun to listen to. Wow, definitely did not see that coming. Especially after Amanda's strongly worded thoughts about the genre. Once he's done, he vacates the stage and Matt jumps back up again. Big round of applause for our very own Pablo, who coincidentally works here. Yay, Pablo! And hey, next up are a group of young ladies who have been tearing up the East Coast with riot punk for 3 tiers now. Years. I meant years. 3 years. Sorry, the writing on my hand smudged because I'm sweating. I shouldn't have told you all I'm sweating. I'm sorry. Wow, he seems just as visibly nervous as I feel right now. Put your hands together for the third waves! Buzzcut Molly from Final Fantasy VII takes the stage, followed by 2 girls with colorful hair and fishnet stockings. All of them are wearing combat boots, and all of them look mad about something. Their set is so energetic, it almost seems like a pit is gonna open up in the coffee shop. I look over to Amanda, who's clearly enjoying the hell out of anarchic, female-fronted punk rock. Dad, can I get a lip ring? Sure, if you pay for it yourself. Come on, it's no fun if it's not an act of youthful rebellion. After the third wave closes their set, a variety of acts play to the delight and sometimes horror of the crowd. The magician tries to turn a cup of coffee into a cup of coins, but ends up just spilling hot coffee all over himself and dropping the coins. As each act leaves the stage, I get more and more nervous. There are so many people here. I don't know anything about how to play the piano other than it has keys and you have to touch the keys to make sounds. Also, I almost spill the flat white stripes in my hand because it's trembling so much. No joke, Dad. I'm rooting for you. You're gonna knock him dead. Thanks, Manda Panda. An improv comedy group takes the stage. They take suggestions from the crowd and end up doing a scene that was supposed to be about coffee, but instead turns into 5 minutes of dick jokes. Classic. I have a hard time laughing. My stomach is tying itself into knots. Not just regular knots either, like the kind of knots you get when you throw your phone charger, headphones, and laptop charger into the same bag. Out of nowhere, Matt sits down next to me. Hey, are you doing okay? I'm totally fine. Everything is great. Nothing is wrong. I want to reassure him that I'm okay, but I just can't get the words out. I'm here. Alright, just making sure. Oh, sorry. I know you're gonna do great, Chad. Matt squeezes my shoulder and jogs back up to the stage. Everybody, we're down to the last act of the night. Now this person, who is my friend, is making their return to the stage after a long hiatus. Please welcome, formally of the Scommunist Manifesto, Chad Cosmos! Everyone cheers as I take the stage. Damien and Hugo are staring at me in shock. Hey everybody, good to be here. Thanks for having me on. Great crowd. My name is Chad, but you can call me by my stage name. Five Iron Freddy. Thomas Kalnaki. I don't like any of these. This one? The crowd claps politely. I got eggplant emojis off the side of the screen. I sit down at the piano. That's a lot of keys. That's so many keys. Do pianos usually have this many keys? God, these lights are really bright. Someone coughs. I guess that's some good stage banter. And now I have to play a song. This song is called Beam Me Up, Scotty. Deep breath. How hard can it be? I smell a minigame. Oh boy, it's about to be a minigame. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's about to be a minigame. No matter how disastrous this is, I just have to make it through this whole song, and I'll have saved the day. Here goes nothing.
Tickle that ivory.
How? How? Please sing along. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. How do I play? Oh. Singing that easy ska tune. Unity, unity. Watch us fill up the room. I'm so confused. Rude boy's coming for you. I can't do anything. Take warning. If you don't skank tonight, it'll be alarming? I can't. Nothing is happening. Skanking. Okay. Everybody ska? Beam me up, Scotty. I can't. I'm pressing all the buttons and nothing is happening. Beam me up to the Ska Trek Enterprise. Piano so I can't do anything. Oh. Oh wow, this is bravo. Okay. Doing your best deserves an S. Okay, so I hit every single button and nothing happened. The answer is L and R2, and he just slams his hand. Like, you can't even make an attempt to play well. So now you know that. That was rough. I look up at the crowd. I see a bunch of people shifting in their seats. Oh no, I'm losing them. Ska really is dead, and I killed it. Everybody ska? Everybody ska! Like a checkerboard tie-wearing angel descending from two-tone heaven, Matt walks on stage playing the guitar. We lock eyes and he gives me a reassuring smile as he effortlessly plays the chords to the song. I look out and see the crowd go wild to Matt's appearance on stage. Everybody's bouncing around now. It fills me with renewed energy as we jump into the chorus. Beam me up, Scotty! Beam me up, Scotty! Beam me up to Scotty, to the Sky Trek Enterprise! Matt jumps into an improvised solo that was way better than the one Darren Springstead wrote in high school. We make it to the end of the song in one piece and the crowd goes wild. I'm moist with sweat, head to toe. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sella! The crowd practically screams. They all start chanting Matt's name. They want to hear you play, man. Matt smiles. I think I'm ready. I excuse myself from the stage and take my seat next to Amanda as Matt cozies up to the microphone. I take back what I said about ska. That was pretty cool. I high-five Amanda and we look towards the stage. What's up, Ren Golds? Thanks for stopping by. Yes, this is very dad. Just like slapping the keyboard. Hey, everybody. More cheers. I haven't played in front of people in a long time, but it's cool to be back. This one goes out to a good friend. Matt locks eyes with me. We both smile. Who helped me to be able to do this again. Ah! Thank you. This is an old one from Stillness the Dancing. The entire crowd excitedly jumps to their feet. Matt closes his eyes and starts playing an upbeat, intricate melody. The crowd sways to the music. Matt looks entirely at peace with a small smile on his face as he sings. After he finishes his song, the crowd insists on an encore. He ends up playing a few more tunes to an adoring audience before thanking everyone for coming out. The moment he steps off stage, he gets mobbed by people. Everyone seems to be amazed that he's playing again. Damien and Hugo thread their way through the crowd to talk to me. That was amazing! It was certainly a sight. Do they make industrial darkwave ska? I'm not too sure if that genre exists, but it's never too late to start a band, apparently? I glance back over at Matt, who's hugging a bunch of people. They really seem excited to see him play. Well, yeah, he hasn't played since he lost Rosa. What? I didn't realize. It suddenly all makes sense why Matt was so reluctant to play. It must have taken so much for him to jump on stage with me just now. The crowd slowly filters out into the street as the show ends. I decide to stick around a little longer to see if I can talk to Matt. Hey, I'm taking Carmencita to get ice cream. Is it okay if she sleeps over? We're gonna paint our nails and start a punk band. I just love her design. Her, like, giant glasses. It's good stuff. Yeah, go have fun. Just please don't wake up the neighbors with any biting truths about the government or whatever. Don't worry, we'll wake them up figuratively instead. Amanda and Carmencita bump fists and head out. I spot Matt finishing up conversations with a couple strangers on their way out of the coffee shop. Hey, Matt. Hey, dude. Need help closing up? I love that. Just you and me alone in the shop together. Ayy. Matt and I stack up chairs and sweep the floor in silence. We carry the stage equipment back to Matt's van where we see Pablo selling merch to a crowd of people out of his trunk. Shirts of the finest quality. Every step of production from thread to stitch overseen by yours truly. Graphic designs fit for a king. That kid's gonna go far. We head back into the coffee spoon and Matt puts the finishing touches on closing. When we're all done, Matt and I lean up against the counter. Thanks for saving me from myself up there. All in all, it ended up being pretty cute. Plus, you protected us from Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Someone told me that they tried to do a street performance down the road and they all got arrested for trying to form a human pyramid in traffic. Did it feel good to be on stage again? Yeah, it really did. I, heard that you stopped playing after your wife died. I didn't realize it had been that long. Yeah. Matt looks like he wants to say something, but is having a hard time getting it out. He takes a deep breath. ... I'm not really a people person, obviously. Crowds make me nervous as all hell, which is, not exactly the best for performing live music. But when I was with Rosa, she lit up the room. I could follow her lead. After she passed, I was lost. Even touching a guitar hurt too much. I tried playing for people over and over, but the music would never come out, so I just gave up. I guess what I'm trying to say is life wasn't this scary when I had someone in my corner. Someone I felt safe with. This is so sad! I hadn't felt like that for a long time. Until tonight. What changed? You doofus! You're a doofus, Chad! You... Blood rushes to my face, that's right, baby! You like me, you really like me! Oh, is this yo daddy? This is the current daddy of the moment. Remember, we're speed dating this evening. So, the last stream of this was my one true love, Damien, and now we're going through the other ones to get the other endings because I'm curious how they all pan out. So this is the first daddy of the night, but there will be more daddies. When I saw you what is his voice? When I saw you looking so scared on stage, you reminded me of myself. And I don't want anyone else to have to feel that bad. But when I got up there and started playing for the first time in forever, there'll be music, there'll be fun. Sorry. Okay. Whoo, boy. Blah. I felt comfortable. He's having like a tender emotional moment with me and I'm just blowing up with Frozen. Hi, Sammy. I appreciate the lurking. As long as you're here, I'm happy. I was having fun. I had spent all this time being so afraid of performing that I forgot how much I loved it. Your strength gave me strength. Whether you were trying or not, you got me out of my comfort zone, so thank you. Thank you for helping me realize that I can do this. I'm glad I could help. You coming on stage, I didn't think you would stick your neck out for me like that, especially considering all of this. That really means a lot to me. Well, you mean a lot to me. Matt and I lock eyes. He leans in and kisses me quick and soft. He pulls away and covers his mouth. Oh! Oh God, I'm sorry. Sorry. I can't believe I just did that. Neither can I, but I'm glad you did. Our lips touch again. I brush his hair out of the way and rest my hand on the small of his back. Ooh! So intimate. And then it cuts to black. Matt pulls me closer. Everything about him is sweet and soft. His lips taste like vanilla. He smells like coffee cake. Oh my god! This is so, like, beautiful and wholesome. I can feel him smile through the kiss, which makes me smile. He laughs into my mouth, and I can't help but laugh too, our teeth knocking against each other. Ow! And awkward. The moment I open my eyes, I realize we're still leaning against the espresso machine. Maybe the coffee shop isn't the right place for this. Oh, Matt! Are you perhaps inviting me back to your place, Matt? Maybe you're right. Let's go back to my place! Because Carmencita's sleeping over with Amanda at my place, so his house is empty. Just saying. Yay! I think that went pretty well. B rank? What the fuck? What gives, man? What are these? Hard eyes. Oh, you got hard eyes. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Phew. I think I have everything finally set up. Oh, it's the party. Okay. That was that. Alright, well, we watched this already, so we can speed up. Well, I can give different answers, at least. You asked too many questions. Who do you think you are, my daughter? For literally my entire life, yes. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. No more fires. Yeah. Okay, we'll watch through the epilogue-y bit once, but it's gonna be the same every time, I think, so I'll just probably fast forward through it the rest of the times. Yeah, that's probably fine. DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers! This is all 19 seasons! And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you! She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. Party! Oh, interesting. So in Damien's ending, he shows up in his, like, normal clothes, like the volunteering at the animal shelter clothes, but he shows up in that costume. I mean, I guess that makes sense, because there would be no explanation for why he would be in those clothes if you didn't go on the final date with him. Okay. Never mind. You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here! Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Yeah. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? Sorry, I was like trying to process multiple things at once. Dad party. Also, I missed the ending stream and I was crushed. Well, there's always the VOD, or you can watch that one clip of Damien smooching my face and me, like, screaming with excitement, and that's pretty much the gist of that 4-hour fucking stream. So for your benefit, Ren, we will watch through the epilogue all the way through once. I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Oh man, this means I have to get the bad Amanda ending like 6 more times. I have to just sit there and listen to her tell me how bad of a dad I am. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everybody's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. That's right, priorities. Chad, my dude! Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Each one of them fine quality screen printed with the logo and visage of world-renowned witch house outfit Vacant Veil. Purchasable at most respectable retailers, but more specifically out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Yeah, you can, there's a bad Amanda ending and a good Amanda ending. Like, depending on how you parent her, she reacts differently to this party. And I guess Chad is an overbearing dad because I got the bad Amanda ending. But, like, you can't, like, fix that because it's through the whole game. So, in doing this speed dating thing where I'm playing through all of the different endings, I just have to watch that happen, like, fucking however many times there are dads. I have to watch the bad Amanda ending. I have to watch her tell me that I'm overbearing a bunch of times. Baby, you got it. Chad! Brian, you made it. Ah, I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out to the lake. I'd be happy to pull you out of the drink again. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tidy child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro! Bro! This is a real rager, taking our older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh, boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah? Totally! Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into the neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We've got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year, and I'm sure the kids would love to see your dance moves again. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Chad. Thanks, Hugo. I learned from the best. I've got a pocket full of gift cards that say you already knew a thing or two. Let's get together for trivia night again sometime soon, huh? You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Noom! Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Haha, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah! I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope. And I'll have you know that globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so she'll fit into college just fine. Hey, Robert, glad you could make it. Yep. Robert takes a sip of his drink. Why is he being so cold? Everything okay? Sure. Why won't you talk to me? I thought we had something. Come on, Chad, you know what this was. You were an object to me the same way I thought I was an object to you. I figured we were on the same page here, at least from how you were acting. but I didn't want to be in it if there are feelings involved. I got too much to deal with as it is. I'll catch you around. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Robert, go hang with Joe and his drunk wife. Yeah, basically. I hope I can get some kind of satisfying Robert ending. I want to know what that guy's deal is. I stare at Lucien. He knows. I know, but I'm a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Thanks for coming by. I spot Amanda and Carmencita in the corner of the party. I wonder what they're up to. As I walk up, I can tell they're already deep in conversation. Listen, it's like prison rules. First day of high school, you gotta establish yourself at the top of the pecking order. Really? No, just find a group of people that you like and then hang out with them. Be yourself. Don't worry about being cool. You'll find friends. And try not to kiss anyone who also has braces. You get stuck, kiddo. Hey, guys. Hey, Amanda's dad. Carmencita here is getting ready for high school. Got any advice? When you join band... When you join band... Oh, like band. Like school band. When you join band, pick the easiest instrument to carry. I'm still walking a little sideways from my sousaphone days. Dude, truth! Truth. Only they made us pick instruments in elementary school, and my dumbass picked an alto saxophone, which was approximately the size of my whole body. My parents paid like $1,000 to rent the damn thing from the local music shop for the school year. I lasted, I think, like 2 weeks, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck this noise. And I didn't want to do it anymore, and I quit. And my parents had to go back to the music store and like beg for at least a partial refund because I quit after 2 weeks. The damn thing was too heavy, and for some reason, nobody thought to mention to the wee little child that wanted to pick up the alto sax, maybe you should pick something lighter and easier to carry like a flute or something. But no, everybody just let me do it and learn the hard way that it sucked. Yeah, anyway. Flute it is. Exactly! I should have picked the flute. Maybe I would know how to play an instrument now if I'd picked the flute in an elementary school instead of the saxophone. Blah. Tangent over. All right, I'll leave you guys to it. Carmencita, me and Amanda still on for dinner with you and your pops tomorrow? That was a difficult sentence. Yes, we're already planning a carrot cake for you guys. I better keep making rounds. I leave the two to keep conspiring. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Oh, boy. Hey, thanks for the party. You really didn't have to. I ruffle her hair. Anything for my panda. Amanda looks down at her shoes and sighs. What's wrong? Amanda takes a deep breath. I'm scared, Dad. How am I going to make it through college if I can barely scrape by in high school? I don't know how to do adult stuff. My whole future is riding on this. Aren't you at least a little excited? It's your dream school. No, I'm too worried to be excited. I'm not ready for this. And I'm worried that you aren't either. Hey, kiddo, it's going to be all right. No matter how far we are away from each other, you're always going to be my daughter. We've been through a lot together. This is just the next challenge, and I'll always be a phone call away. You're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. I can't fucking see right now, I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess. Are you mad at me? No, I'm not mad, but it seems like she's trying to put this delicately. I just feel like I didn't get a chance to be independent, you know? I love you, Dad, but I need space to be my own person, and I didn't really get to do that growing up. I'm glad we're so close, but you can't be my best friend all the time, and I can't be yours. Oh. Maybe me going away will be good for the both of us. Set up some boundaries. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This is shit I would have said to my own mother. Apparently, I accidentally became my own mother. I love my mom, I do, but she was a little bit helicoptery, and I seem to have turned into that, at least this video game form of me. Oops! Now we know. Don't get me wrong, I love you, but I do wish things had been different. I guess I have a lot to think about now, huh? I guess. Amanda hops up. Let me just casually leave now after dropping that bomb on you. My friend's inviting me out for ice cream, so I'm gonna head out. She kisses me on the top of the head. See you later, Pops. I love ya. Wow, Amanda really dropped a bomb on me there. It's hard to process this all. I thought I was being the best parent I could, but apparently there's still a lot to learn. Although I will say, if I said these things to my mom when I was graduating high school, she would have fucking slapped me. So, you know. I look up to see Matt smiling at me. Such a pretty tree. I take a seat next to Matt as the last guests make their way out of the party. Seems like Amanda really enjoyed this. Thanks for putting together such a nice surprise. Carmencita's middle school graduation is coming up in a year or two. I'm sure for the right fee I could put something together. Only if I get to DJ. Matt looks down at his hands. It seems like he does that whenever he's trying to figure out the right words to say. Hey, I just wanted to say that... Oh gosh, this is gonna come out dumb no matter how I say it, so here goes. I haven't felt this happy in a long time. Whoa. You brought out the best in me. And it wasn't just because of the ska. Although that was really cute. Every moment that we've gotten to spend together since we've met has been an adventure, and I just hope that we get to keep doing that. We make a pretty good team, you know? I mean, I'll let you handle the music playing, and the music singing, and actually pretty much everything related to music. But I can organize a party pretty well. I'm also good at kissing, so that's a big plus. That's true. You are very nice to kiss. I slide my arm around Matt and run my fingers through his hair, giving him a small kiss on the cheek. He giggles. See? That was a good one. And hey, I've actually been working on some new stuff. It feels really great to be writing again. Oh man, Matt, that's amazing. I'd love to listen to it sometime. If you were comfortable sharing it with me. Maybe I could show you some new tunes I'm working on in the studio later. You know I'm gonna insist that we add a horn section. Matt rests his head on my shoulder and sighs happily. You know what? I'd actually like that. Oh, so cute! So cute! I love it! I love it! Okay, one dad down! Well, two dads down, technically, because Damien last time. Zoop! Theme song's a bop. Oh! I like that picture. That's a good picture. Ooh la la, indeed. He's like sweating from the stage lights. So he's got the like little droplets. He's got his shirt off. Stop flashing the press X to continue. I'm enjoying this. Damn. All right, Matt. Damn, Matt. Goes to show, even if you get straight B's, you can still win. Because I pretty much got B's across the board with Matt. Except for the S for effort. Okay. Who's next? Wait, first, make it your PS4 wallpaper. Ah, that would have been smart. I can come back to that. Well, right now I've got, what? I have Connor from Detroit Become Human. It's been my PS4 background for quite a while. Okay, give me 2 seconds to put eye drops in so, like, I can read the frickin' dialogue. I will be right back. Hello! Okay. Cool. Making sure that still works. Yes? Alright. How are the audio levels, by the way, folks in the chat? I wasn't really sure because I think I messed something up, but I couldn't really tell. Okay, Dad book? Oh, alright. So it does not... Okay, so it does overwrite. I see. I'm just trying to figure out what it does with the saves. So I guess it overwrites with every ending. Coolio. Alright, but it does, like, the pictures stay highlighted, so it knows that you've, like, dated the dates. I might do one more playthrough at a later date to try and get the good Amanda ending, because I just feel so bad. Okay, dad book again. Let us do the thing. Who's the next dad we should date? I guess the Robert. I am so morbidly curious about what Robert's ending is gonna be. I love that that little alert box just says, hey. Okay, here we go. This is probably not going to be as satisfying as all the other ones have been so far, because Robert's whole thing is, like, just being a fuck buddy. So we get on the third date and it's like emotions. I haven't heard from Robert in a while. I guess that's a good thing, but I can't help but kind of miss him. And his good dick! I'm about to go to sleep one night when I hear a knock on the door. Oh? Did he show up at my house? That's a little bit uncouth for a fuck buddy. Hello? Hey. I look behind me to make sure Amanda's not around. What do you want? I think you know. I'm not doing this anymore! Robert, no. I don't have time to deal with whatever this is, alright? You clearly have zero respect for me or yourself. Go home. Fine. There are plenty of other dads in this neighborhood. See ya. Robert wanders off. Well, I guess that's that. Is that... seriously? That is... really?! What the fuck? Wait, was I supposed to keep being his... fuck daddy? Fuck duddy? Fuddy duddy? Knife dad? What does that achievement mean? I'm so confused. I thought because the whole... hold on. The whole thing is like once you like respect yourself and you say no, then everything's cool. I don't understand what just happened. All right, fast forward. We didn't do this one. Who do you... oh, yeah, okay. No. All right, we just watched all this. Zoomy. Ah! Okay. Robert still showed up, though. All right, speeding on through. Chad, my dude, etc., etc. If you're just joining us and you want to see what's happening here, watch the VOD of the previous stream, because this whole entire sequence is now played through twice. La la la. The sound effects are funny. Hey! Did I just skip through? Oh, there's nobody there. Yeah, that was just it. You just end up alone. Well, I'm sorry I zoomed through that. I expected him to show up. I kind of fucked that one up a little bit, didn't I? Okay. So, it flashed by very quickly, but he just said, I sit alone or whatever, it's gonna be okay, and that was it. There was no cute scene at the end, because there is nobody, you have no one. Okay, so so I'm supposed to say yes. Noted. Alright, let's try that again. Robert date 3. Let's just load that one. Apologies. Let's just call that technical difficulties. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. Okay, hello? Hey. I look behind me to make sure Amanda's not around. What do you want? I think you know. Yeah, okay. Give me 5 minutes. Robert winks at me. I swish some mouthwash, throw in a generous amount of deodorant, and put on some chapstick. Okay! I know he's just gonna treat me like garbage, but you know what? The sex is really, really good, so I think I'm okay with that. Robert and I go back to his place. Okay. And he kicks me out first thing in the morning. Not sure why I expected anything different. I walk home with a heavy heart. I climb back into my own bed, feeling more lonely than I have in a long time. Okay! I don't like this one. I was really hoping it would go somewhere fun. You fail no matter what. There's no winning this. Okay. This is unsatisfying. And as I predicted, this is unsatisfying compared to the other ones. But it didn't count when I said no to him. So, okay. Yeah. I had a crab cake sandwich for lunch. That's probably it. You're allergic to shellfish. Oh. Oh no. I forgot. Again. Robert is just a lame guy. I guess so. Dad! Oh gosh, I'm gonna be sick. What have I done? Amanda. Dotting. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Okay. Nah. Then we have a present. The box set of the show with the really long name. Party! Oppa! Told me not to make a big deal. Blah, 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 blah. Mac and cheese bar, ice cream cake. Oh no, I upset Automod. What did you say? I mean, don't repeat it, obviously, but... I thought I turned off Automod, but apparently not. Runs to her friends, mac and cheese, making the rounds, everybody's happy. Pablo's hustling. Brian is being kind of a backhanded jerk a little bit. Daisy's here. You know the drill. This is so this seemed like a better idea in my head. Noom. Okay. Hugo. She nooms. Nooming is a verb now. Robert is a... Oh, Robert is a douche canoe. Yeah, it seems that way. You right. Alright. Robert takes a sip of his drink. Why is he being so cold to me? Everything okay? Sure. Why won't you talk to me? I thought we had something. Come on, Chad. You know what this was. You were an object to me the same way I thought I was an object to you. I figured we were on the same page here, at least from how you were acting. But I don't want to be in this if there are feelings involved. I got too much to deal with as it is. It's the same stuff. Nothing changes. What is his ending? Okay. Yeah, they're here too. Then the sad things happen. She's crying and stuff. Everything's terrible. Okay. I'm trying not to skip past, like, the I'm all alone dialogue at the end. Gives me on the top of the head. See you later, Pops. I love you. Wow, Amanda really dropped a bomb on me there. It's hard to process this all. I thought I was being the best parent I could, but apparently there's still a lot to learn. I look up and wave bye to the partygoers as they leave. I sigh. Might as well start cleaning now. I grab a trash bag and start picking up half-eaten cake and orphan bottles. The mac and cheese has developed an unpleasant skin on top. It really is just me out here, isn't it? I'm all alone. I try to remember what Alex told me all those years ago. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Wow! What a sad ending either way. If you say yes to him, or if you say no to him. Is there a way to get a good ending with Robert, or is he just bad? He's the bad ending. They're clearly sending a message that the fuck buddy is the bad ending. Okay, that sucks. If the picture's not highlighted again, then I've missed something, though. Like, maybe I need to go back and play that from the beginning. He is a user of the dads. His picture still isn't highlighted. Maybe there is no Robert ending. Blah! I was hoping for there to be some interesting backstory. When do I get to unlock Robert's tragic backstory? He's just a fucking... You don't know anything about him. Every other word out of his mouth is a lie. Ugh! Okay. Frustrating. Most frustrating. Okay. Dad book. We're just gonna forget that. We're just gonna forget about Robert.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I don't think your actions with any of the dads affect any of the other dads, fortunately. Craig! We like Craig. Craig is good. Craig's our bro. Let's do it. Craig's a bro. He's getting us in shape. It's good shit, man. Can't argue with that. took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that we'll be able to just spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only way we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. You know, primarily for the hot friend, but also it's good for my heart and stuff. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags in the tent while he takes care of the food, so I double-checked to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's going to be spending the weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling as nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I am good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all of my camera equipment. Lenses, tripod, flash, all that. Are you even going to have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Ooh, what's the series about? It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm going to be in the woods, out there in nature. You know, roughing it, just me and Mother Nature. The old Madre de Trees. Are you going to be all right on your own? Uh-huh. I'm not going to have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you at all. Oh, it's all right. I'll be able to survive a couple days without constant updates on who just got voted off International Haunted House Hunters. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Dadtron. I'm a big kid now. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. Just Monica. Just Monica. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. That is trouble, because then it'll melt, and then it'll, like, spill on you, and, like, all over the bed, and, like, they'll, like, upcharge you for the hotel room, and, like, all your clothes will be ruined, and you'll have, like, chocolate smell in your hair forever. Anyway. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you asked nicely, fine. Promise. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. I got it. That's something I would say. I angle away from him, doing my best dance moves to get past him and to the car. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda? Yep, on our way to a school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. What is Smashley? Is that something we should know about? I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. Oh, they're taking 2 cars? Why would they be taking 2 cars? Oh no! What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just... Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all of your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had at my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough, intense calisthenics workout. Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through page after page of kids' sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star takes me back. Keep going. I get to the end of the case to find, in the very last slot, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Kegstan's Megamix Volume 1. Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. I pop the CD into the car stereo and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays and soon enough we're both happily scream singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. This song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate! You brought that dog home one night and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student's roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of us, but could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. This is a cute date. Going camping and shit. I love it. It's gonna be dark. You're gonna hear like a wolf howling and they're gonna like snuggle up because they're scared. Or some shit like that. Although I guess that was kind of the Damien date. Minus a real wolf, it was like a vampire movie. Anyway, the hours fly by as we belt out the tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. Feels good to be back out here. Real good. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks, otherwise I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. What is that sound? Huh. Everything alright? Yup, just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around me and take in all the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. But what if there's a problem? You've trained for this. Look, Craig, we all know that if you really wanted, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out of here like a rocket ship all the way back to Maple Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. We could find another campground that gets good cell reception. Craig, seriously, what's wrong? I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Button. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks me directly in the eyes. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see we're the only people there. I can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles out onto the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Bro, look at us go! Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land. Verily. And, look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So what's the next camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over to where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a butt. I can't get over how detailed it is. I examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I wish we could see it! I thought we were gonna have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm snickering now too. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out. There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place we go to investigate. The old waterfall. It's gorgeous! Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could jump off it like the old days? This old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like you could climb right up over there. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Hey, what's up? Dot, 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 dot. Look at Craig's butt? Don't look at Craig's butt. Look at Craig's butt. I can't help but sneak a peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around and suddenly he catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. I immediately turn away, blushing. You coming or what? Oh, I don't know about this dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. Let's put on a show. You got it, Chief, or who needs pants anyway? Who needs pants anyway? I like that. They're society's oppressors. Down with pants! Down with the system! That's the spirit. I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Well, we don't get to see Chad naked. we got Craig. We don't get to see Chad. I mean, I guess we saw Chad naked during the builder phase at the beginning of the game. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes. Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Woo! He tries the water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap. I resurface to find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splash him again. You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast. He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in a corner. Dunk him? Dunk him! I lunge for Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. I summon all of my dad's strength to lift Craig out of the water. Hey! And I drop him down for the splash. Craig bounces back out of the water. My turn. Oh no, it seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up and dunk him. He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water, devastated. You think I did all those pull-ups just so I could look good with my shirt off? Nah, bro, these arm cannons are dad launchers. Craig does a playful flex for me. Woohoo! Woohoo! That's hopefully not the sound that he made. Damn. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There is peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Not so scary now, huh? I'll race you to the top? Yeah! Let's do it again! We run all the way up the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush! Good form on that one. Want to go again? Yeah! Let's keep going and going and going! With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back up to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop into the water. Phew, man, this is fun. Got one more in you? I live for danger! It takes us a little more time, but we get to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get going back before it gets too dark. Are you kidding? I've never felt more alive! Alright, bro, you sure? It's my time to jump. I scurry up the rocks once more and do another classic cannonball. Wow, this is so fun! I'm getting kind of cold. Want to go back to camp now? Should we stop? Okay, we'll stop, I guess. I'm afraid if we keep going, like, I'm gonna fucking drown or some shit. Alright, I'm done. We should probably head back. We go to put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes in tinfoil. Wow. You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here. Craig cooks now. I remember how his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and have trouble believing the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me just grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around in his bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh. I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm more acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We'll need some wood. I gesture to the trees around us. There's no shortage of that. And some tinder. We can make that work. And then I think some ancient aliens are then supposed to come by and give us advanced technology. Or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all the materials that could conceptually make a passable-looking campfire. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting, and a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have to work quick. I've done this in the past, and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Any way I can help? Give me some moral support. Lift my spirits and we'll make this fire happen. Never knew a better Craig. Go overboard with compliments. You're really giving that fire the business. You're an amazing, hardworking father with a steady work ethic and everyone loves you. Your daughters think you're a superhero and the neighborhood dads respect you immensely. Also, your butt looks great. Bro, stop. You'll make me cry. Okay. Don't want your tears putting out the fire. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man! We're regular old outdoorsy fellas. Hooray for not dying! I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Craig brought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig stokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. With the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger over it while basting them both in butter. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto dry ramen and eating it straight up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away. Dude, let him rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Damn, dude! Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything tastes okay? I'm in heaven. That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard to not go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it. I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks at his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay? Yeah. Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down. I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy. I have to, for my girls. I volunteer at their school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way. That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. What a good dad! But it seems like it's bleeding you dry. If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself, too. I do, though. I eat right and exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're a little too butter on too much toast. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know? What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter, too. I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them. But I can't explain it, man. There's always that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I feel guilty even being out here. Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness. Do I, though? Dude! This is getting deep. Hell yeah. Or hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, I guess. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies. Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, are you going to use the campfire to torch the tops off some creme brulee? What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows. Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows. Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but the gooey center is preserved. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me and I catch it in my mouth. Pro move. We used to be able to do that at a great distance against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week of practice and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire, watching the embers float up towards the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah, I miss this, Chad. Me too. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. We crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? Oh! Oh boy, we're gonna have to share a sleeping bag! Oh no, I must have left it at home. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here. No way, here. Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other. Without a blanket, it's really cold. I shiver, and without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing. Oh, boy! Oh, boy! We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig? I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. Oh my god! Bro, me too. I love how they're still calling each other bro. I really love this. I run my hands through his hair, then down to his chest. I can't talk anymore. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. I smile, tracing the lines of his hip with my finger. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Oh no, you gotta generate your own heat. They are bro dads. They are bro dads who are boning now too. Date complete. Woo! That was so much, that like cleansed my soul of that disappointing Robert bullshit. Thank you, Craig. Thank you for being awesome, Craig. Keg stand champion. All right. I guess Knife Dad was the achievement for going on the third date with Robert, even though it doesn't go anywhere. All right. Craig is a dream daddy. He is. Yeah, okay. Skippy, 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 skippy. Skippy, skippy, skippy. The collective sound effect of all the dads together is, like, really funny. Yeah. Okay. Here's Brian. That is the thing. Joseph. Hugo. Pew pew! You, motherfucker. Hey, man. Lucian. Amanda. Okay. Oh. We'll get it next. Oh, there was something else. Amanda leans in close to Briar and Hazel, lowering her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as the third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're gonna be finishing each other's... What? You didn't finish your sentence. What are we gonna be finishing? Each other's sentences! See? Third twin! I have to go. Amanda telling me I'm a bad dad. Yep. Okay. La 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 la. Hops up. Kisses me on the head. Alright. Let's do it. I look up to see Craig smiling at me. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guests make their way out of the party. Bro. Bro! This reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong. Flashbacks to the church mixer with Joseph. We can leave keg stands in the past. Craig sighs. You doing okay? Yeah, dude, I'm alright. I just can't hang for too long. I gotta get back home and answer some emails. What happened to relaxing? I am relaxing, right now. We're sitting on a bench. Yeah, well, I could be standing. See? Relaxing! Craig, you gotta take better care of yourself. I care about you and I want you to be okay. I appreciate it, but I'm fine. You're a good friend, dude. A good friend. Do you ever wish that maybe we were more than that? Oh, bro. I'm sorry if I gave off that impression. You kind of did! To be honest, I kind of wondered the same thing. But I don't have time for that right now. I think we're just better off as friends. Oh, damn it! Oh, no! Oh. Yeah, I can do friends. Craig hops up. Alright, buddy, I gotta get moving. Thanks for inviting me. Let's hang soon, yeah? That would be nice. Craig jogs out of the yard. Man. Well! Did not expect that. I got so many S ranks with Craig. You mean to tell me there's no good Craig ending? Yeah, okay. It's not... I'm sorry if I gave off that impression. You were like, I got strong feelings for you, and then he like fucking kissed you. Me. He kissed Chad. He kissed the bro. He did it. Yes, you gave off that impression, Craig. Bro. Aw. Man, I'm disappointed. That picture isn't highlighted either. I'm confused now. I don't understand. Is it punishing me? Did I do something wrong? Is it punishing me? Ren, you seem to know this game. Is there a better ending for Craig? Are there multiple endings? Because I got good rankings with him. I got, like, S's across the board. I don't understand.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. Man. Alright. Kind of curious about Joseph. This seems like it was a bad idea now. Doing the speed dating thing. Alright, Joseph. Okay. Let's see what you're about. Man, that's so disappointing. Got a good ending with Matt. Okay, I feel like there has to be, like, a proper ending for all of them. I only watched one playthrough when Markiplier did it. Who did he pick? I really want to see Joseph again, but after that weird encounter with Mary, I don't know. He's my friend, right? I should be able to hang out with him and it not be weird, right? Right? The computer pings as a message flies into my inbox. It's Joseph. Hi, Chad. We should hang out. Like, actually hang out. No manual labor, no impromptu therapy sessions with sad DJs, no kids. Just you and me and the open ocean. Wait, how are we gonna get on the open ocean? How are we gonna get on the open ocean, you might ask? Good question. Whoa, prescient. If you're interested, I'll meet you down by the marina and you can check out the goods, if you know what I mean. I mean my yacht. Let me know! Joseph owns a yacht. Joseph owns a yacht?! I'm as surprised as you are. You've been holding out on me. Your only daughter whom you love. What? Did you think that having me as a father would somehow afford you the fringe benefit of getting to go on a yacht? Never saw the ending. I don't think he played it through all the way. Oh. When the picture started highlighting for Damien and Matt, I assumed they would all highlight when you got to the end. But, like, I got all S ranks with Chad, so it should have been a good ending. But it didn't highlight, and I didn't get to be dad dating with him after the camping thing, so maybe I did something wrong? But how can you do better than all S ranks? I don't understand. I'm so disappointed. Anyway, yachts. What else did it get me? A healthy upbringing in a supportive environment. I'm literally paying for your college. Not a dog, that's for sure. Not a dog, that's for sure. Your words cut deep, Pops. Real deep. Dad, if there's one thing in the world that's better than a dog, it's a yacht dog. You and your yacht dog, that's a bond forged through the trials at sea. Relax, kiddo. Joseph's inviting me onto his yacht. It's going to be a yacht of fun. I'm glad you're excited, but that doesn't mean you get to start throwing out puns. Why yacht, Amanda? Well, I gotta go get ready to go on my friend's yacht. I start to walk away, but Amanda stops me. Hey, in all seriousness, I hope you have fun, but make good choices, okay? But, Dad, don't stay out too late or you can't go to Jennifer Longforth's birthday party this weekend. She promised me she would propose to me, but ended up going with Logan Crutchfield. I'm not going anywhere near that party. Good bit, Dad. Good bit. I respond back to Joseph, letting him know I'll be there. A quaint marina complete with local mom-and-pop shops and a small diner frame the bay. I've gone for a few walks by the bayside to stare enviously at all the nice boats before. Joseph should be around here somewhere. Gosh, this is fancy. I feel a little out of place. Hey, Chad! Joseph, where are you? Up here! I look up. Joseph waves to me from atop a huge yacht. I've never been on a yacht before. You never forget your first! I glance at the name on the side of the boat. The St. Peter, huh? I inherited this thing from my pops. Real fire and brimstone type. Loved yachts! So what's the plan, Captain? I figured since last time we went a bit sideways so we could... Wait, back up. I figured since last time went a bit sideways, we could cast our lot out on the open sea, wrestle with Neptune, set sails on the seas of adventure. You're kind of a goofball when you're not wrangling your kids, you know that? Joseph smiles and winks from his perch. I have no idea what you're talking about. Joseph hops down and extends a hand to me, helping me up onto the yacht. I'm thrown off by how soft his hands are. Does he moisturize or what? Chad, stop thinking about his hands. Pure thoughts. You're gonna be on a boat alone with Joseph on the open ocean. It's a yacht. He's married. It's fine. This is fine. After undoing the mooring and climbing into his captain's seat, Joseph slowly takes the boat out, ringing the big steel bell with extra emphasis even though nobody else seems to be around. Shoving off! Boat launching! Man and boat launching as one! The St. Peter navigates out of the marina and into open water, with Joseph doing the occasional steering flourish as the boat bobs along with the waves. He seems a lot more relaxed out here. Joseph is definitely in his element. This is the part where we wrestle Neptune, so please remove your shirt and roll in some talcum powder. Luckily, I brought my Neptuning fork. Joseph stifles a laugh. Collegiate level dad joking there, Chad. For a while, we watch as the trees and waves pass us by. Where are we going? A little further out. It's a lot quieter once we get out on open water. Plus, we could see whales. Whales are cool. I don't trust whales. Nothing should be that big. Noted. Joseph maneuvers the boat past some buoys. He sighs. Wish I could get out more often, but you know, family, wife, saving souls. So many souls. I can barely hold them all. I watch Joseph work the boat. Despite his age, he doesn't look like he's slowed down at all, and from here I can see how toned his muscles are. Impure thoughts! Joseph and I boat in silence as the bay gets smaller and smaller behind us. I decide to take a peek over the edge of the ship. The wake this thing kicks off is intense. I wonder if Joseph would ever let me water ski off his yacht. Hey, dolphins! Joseph, there are dolphins! So you're scared of whales, but not dolphins? I feel like there's an unspoken truce between man and dolphin. I would be more than comfortable riding a dolphin into battle. Dolphins are way more dangerous. They sometimes drown their babies for fun, you know. Can I trust nothing on the open ocean? I like to think that I'm pretty cool. All right, Joseph, it's you and me versus the entirety of marine life. I yell out to the ocean. You're all spineless invertebrates. I had lobster last week and I can't wait to eat more of you. Or my life goal is to punch as many fish as I can before I die. The first one. You tell him, Chad. And here we are. Chad, welcome to the ocean. I look out into the vast expanse of blueness. Yep, that's the ocean. I'm suddenly struck with an overwhelming sense of claustrophobia despite being a wide open space. I am on a boat with a handsome man, a handsome married man, and there are whales beneath us. Nothing should be that big. It's a little daunting, isn't it? Do you trust the whales? You know there are more dangerous things in the ocean than whales, right? Like tuna. The tuna is an apex predator. What about sharks? Sharks are tight. It's the tuna you gotta watch out for. And the whales? Oh, that wasn't a question. And the whales. Hey, wanna look out wistfully over the sea with me? Joseph and I head to the bow of the ship to do some quiet contemplation. You know, quiet contemplation. I'm alone with my thoughts. Cool. I look out to the sea for a bit, then over to Joseph. He looks so commanding as he surveys the ocean. It feels like he really is at home on the water. What Mary said to me at the bar. I can't stop thinking about it. Is she right? But she's terrible to him. He's unhappy. He deserves better. At the tuna. I don't know what to think about this, but I just feel so drawn to Joseph. I should say something. So, about Mary. Joseph continues to stare off into the distance. It's, well, if you really want to know. Suddenly I hear a sputter coming from the engine room. Joseph runs over to the boat's controls and taps on some dials. I guess we can talk about Mary later. Oh, okay, so we might have a small problem. What small problem? We are out of gas. The whales are gonna get us. The whales siphoned our gas. It's okay. I can just call one of my boat buddies to come tow us back in. Joseph pulls out his phone. Just kidding. I can't do that because there's no service. I check my phone. I don't have service either. Should we just submit ourselves to the whales? Well, I do have an old radio in the office, but it's broken. Are you handy with tools? I am a dad. If the radio is anything like frantically putting together a bike on Christmas Eve, it should be no problem. I smell a minigame coming! Let's take a look at it and see what we can figure out. Joseph directs me towards the radio and showcases its insides. I don't know how radios work. I think there's just some frayed wires in here. If we can reattach them, we should have a working radio in no time. We stare into the interior of the radio. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at. I don't think Joseph knows either. You know what? Let's just throw some stuff around in here and see what works. Okay. Let's build a MacGyver that radio! Okay. That's a condom. There's some gum, a paper clip. There's a little wire, a coin. We got a phone charger, rubber ducky, a screw. There's a pencil. Okay. Let's grab a wire. Yep. Alright. How do I even... Oh, okay. I'm gonna pick up the wire. The wires seem like a good choice. Okay. Paperclip? Paperclip. Sure. Hit the button? I think you're missing something. Screw? Screw. No, wait. Put it in there. Give me a screw. Screw's good. What's that thing? Oh, there's a coin. How'd the coin end up there? Put a screw in there. Coin for good luck? Coin for good luck. Yeah, let's do that. I think you're missing something. Okay. No, I'm trying to get the ball! That's not a ball, that's a stress ball. It's a squeezy. What about the... No, we don't want the gum. What about the condom? Let's put the condom in there. And another paperclip for good measure. I can't! I don't know what I'm supposed to do! What's happening? Oh, you only get so many attempts. Wow. Okay. Hey, it works! Kinda. The condom was the answer! We needed the condom in the radio. That's how it works. You crack open any radio, there will be a condom in there. The radio springs to life. Whoa, we did it. Joseph speaks into the receiver. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? He tries a few other channels. Nobody responds. We might be a little far out. I don't think there's anyone in range. How big is the range? Well, this radio came with the boat when my dad bought it in the 60s, so not great. That's reassuring. Now what? There's worse places to be stuck on than a yacht. Wine? Wine, wine, wine! Wow, that's a lot of eggplant emojis. I keep a couple emergency bottles below deck. Want to go grab some while I fiddle with this radio some more? Wine duty. Pants! Let's see. Wine. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Examine lounge. For an old yacht, this lounge is pretty high class. Wood panels on everything, leather couches. It's like an old Playboy photo shoot in here. Examine bed. Oh, a California king. Swanky. It's unmade and a little messy. Less swanky. For an old yacht, this... Okay, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Examine floor. There are some clothes strewn about on the floor by the bed. Socks, slacks, yep, a pink polo shirt. Well, guess now I know if Joseph prefers boxers or briefs. This place seems a little lived in. For an old... Examine side table. Hey, wine glasses! I must be hot on the trail. But no wine. Grab 2 glasses and get back to searching. He lives there, I think. Yeah, maybe. He spends a lot of time in the boat, but not on the ocean. To get away from Mary. Would make sense. Focus on the rest of the room. Shelf. I take a look at everything on the shelf. There's a few photos on the wall here. Looks like a picture from Joseph and Mary's wedding day. Nice grandpa glasses. Looking real slick there, Joe. Another picture of Mary and Joseph on this very yacht. Quality 90s fashion right here. Mary still has her patented stink face, but at least Joseph seems happy on the water. Hey, it's all the dads! Looks like it's from a couple years ago. The gang's all here. Brian, Matt, Hugo, Craig, Damien, Robert. Wow, Robert's actually smiling and wearing a sweater. I know that sweater. And there's one guy on the end that I don't recognize. Hugo's ex, maybe? And hey, here's Joseph go-karting with the kids. That's fun. I take a look at everything on the shelf. Books. Looks like a bunch of different Bibles. On brand. A couple of old vet magazines. I guess those must be Mary's. Wait a minute. Is this... Well, well, now the hot body shoe is on the other hot body foot. I take a look at everything. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Examine knickknacks. If there's one thing Joseph does right, it's the odd stuff he puts on the shelves. I take a moment to closely examine what I think is an old submarine clock. Ah, and there's the crosses again. Boy knows his crosses. Really cool design, too. I take a look at everything on the shelf. Okay. Cabinet. It's a sturdy cabinet. A little dusty, but I bet there are some treasures in here. Fire extinguisher. Okay. Look, you can tell a lot about a man by how seriously he takes fire safety. Nice, Joseph. Nice. Flashlights? Well, this is a solution to a different problem. Maybe if we're stranded out here for days and run out of electricity, we'll need these, but the chief concern right now is wine intake. Hey, it's wine! A whole drawer full of wine! It's a yacht club miracle. Twilight Rouge, huh? Come to daddy. Finally, time to get back up to Joseph. Wine! I bring the wine and glasses up to the deck to find Joseph still hunched over the radio. Chad! Wine! Good to see you two. Just in time for the sunset. I didn't take you for a drinker. Haven't you heard? I'm a cool minister. How cool. I can land half of my kickflips. What is that, like 4? 5 on a good day. Pour me. Power pour! Whoa, okay. Time to party. We clink our glasses and drink up. This wine's not bad. There's a hint of, am I tasting grapes? You have a discerning palate. It might be grapes. Joseph and I lounge on the deck with our yacht wine, taking in the ocean air. The sun starts to dip below the horizon. We could be stranded out here forever. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather be stranded with. It's just you, me, and all those whales. So many whales. You're killing the vibe. Revive the vibe, Chad. Generally, it takes 3 days and a gigantic stone door rolled out in front of a tomb, but I think we can save it. Do you like your mysteries hot-bodied? Do we want to embarrass him? I bet we'll have a whale of a time. The view? Do I want to be an asshole? No, let's do this. Let's do the dad jokes. Back to whales, huh? I'm trying to alleviate my fear of whales by making jokes about them because I don't have any healthier coping mechanisms. Cheers to that. This view, though. I mean, there's something a lot prettier right in front of me. Sweet, full-bodied. Goddamn. Joseph, This wine, so good. Goddamn. I go to take another sip of wine but stop myself. Is wine an acceptable beverage in Margarita Zone? That it is, Chad. All beverages of leisure are welcome in the Margarita Zone. This is almost what we wanted, right? No responsibilities, no worries, other than possibly dying out here. And the whales. But yeah, I'd say we're in the zone. Joseph and I clink our wine glasses again. To the Margarita Zone. Wasted away again. If you have any salt shakers, we can arrange them into a pentagram to summon Jimmy Buffett. Maybe he can save us. As a youth minister, I make pacts with neither the devil nor island jammers. If we're to get off this boat, it will be by the grace of God. Or Steely Dan. Ha, amen. Our laughter dies down. We're both silent for a moment, looking into each other's eyes. Joseph leans in closer. I feel myself doing the same. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. I can't help but feel like doing this will only end up hurting someone else. But his face is real close to my face. Chad, I have to tell you something. Mary and I are done. I pull back. I think about the clothes strewn about the lounge, the undone bed. Are you living on this boat? I didn't want to mention it, but... He sighs, strolling back to the controls of the boat. I lean on the console next to him. We had a very long talk, and it's unsalvageable. I'm staying here until everything's sorted out. Aww! You're right, Ren. He's living on the boat. Oh, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do. I'm fine, actually. It was a long time coming. For the first time in a long time, I'm seeing a path to happiness. And now I can focus on myself and stop trying to deny the things that make me happy. I need someone who will be there. Someone kind and honest. And you deserve that, Joseph. You really do. Anyway, I've been having this crazy feeling there's someone who I could get in the habit of having around. Someone very close to here. Okay. Is it Wales? Chad, goddammit. I mean you. Oh. I was trying to be subtle. I think I'm picking up what Joseph's putting down. I lean forward, closing the gap between us when Joseph grabs the receiver. Come in, come in! Is anyone there? No. Over. We're stranded out on open waters. We've been here for hours. Please send help. Over. But wait, are you guys gonna kiss? I mean, what are your coordinates? Over. They had their... Oh my god. Oh, way to go, Coast Guard guy. Chad, have you been leaning on the talk button this whole time? I looked down. Oh, I definitely have been leaning on the talk button. Betrayed by my own butt yet again. I didn't lean on it. You leaned on it. Neither of you were leaning on the talk button. We didn't hear anything. Over. Hey, were you listening to us? Sir, we here at the Coast Guard are professionals. We were not doing that. But as professionals, it seems like you deserve happiness, and we think it's closer than you think. Over. Oh, I love this. This is delightful. How soon could you guys be here to give us a tow? Over. We'll, pick you up in the morning. Sounds like you two have some stuff to hash out. Over and out. Wait! Silence. Nobody returns our radio calls. That's not cool, Coast Guard. I think they left. We stare at each other for a second. Well, Joseph carefully places the receiver on the table, making sure the talk button isn't pressed in. Well, okay. Joseph grabs me by the shirt and pulls me into a kiss. His lips are soft and sweet from the wine, and his skin is still warm from the sun. I reach out for his belt and pull him even closer, running my free hand under his shirt and up his side. Woo! He pushes me against the boat's console, kissing down my neck. Come on. His hands drift to my thighs, and he effortlessly picks me up. Wow, okay. Wow. Yeah, wow indeed. Joseph carries me below deck. Oh boy. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't fantasized about this, but I didn't think he'd be so aggressive. Dirty indeed. I've wanted this for so long. He throws me onto the bed. I let out a little yelp. Lots of time to kill, Chad. We better get started. Ooh! Wow. Take charge kind of guy. Dot. Oh man, I might have overdone it on the wine last night. Just a few more minutes of sleep will do just fine. Wait. I open my eyes to find Joseph's face a few inches from mine, an arm slung around my waist. He's sleeping peacefully. His hair is mussed and his lips still red. I think this is what I was talking about when we were discussing Margarita Zone. Finding little perfect moments of joy, like the way the light falls across Joseph's face, or how he's still holding me tight even in his sleep. Aww. I'm very tempted to curl up closer to him and keep sleeping, but I know the Coast Guard will probably be here soon, and I'd like to be wearing clothes when that happens. I nudge Joseph. It takes a couple of shakes before he blearily opens his eyes. When he notices me hovering over him, he breaks into a huge grin. We should get dressed. Joseph pulls me in for a kiss. Do we have to? Another kiss. Stop trying to tempt me. Fine. Aww. The Coast Guard eventually shows up and tows us back to the bay. They thankfully keep their comments to themselves. Joseph and I step off the yacht and he walks me to my car. I had a great time. Me too. No thanks to the whales.
Wink.
Shh. You're on land now. They can't hurt you here. Take care, Joseph. You too. He gives me one last kiss on the lips before he turns around and walks back to his boat. Aw. Well, I've been gone an entire day. Hopefully Amanda's alright. Amanda, Dad! She runs up and hugs me. I was genuinely concerned about your well-being, but upon closer inspection, you seem to be okay. What happened? The yacht ran out of gas and we got stuck. But it was okay, because I was on a yacht. Weren't you scared? Your father feels no fear. Were you able to take care of yourself for the night? Yeah, just did a ton of drugs, vandalized a few cars, and then embezzled some funds from my school. All in all, a pretty low-key night. Where'd you learn that from? I learned it from you, Dad! Well, if you did, you would have funneled those funds through a legitimate cash and carry business, fudging the books over the course of years so you don't arouse suspicion from the feds. Rookie mistake, Panda. I'm glad you're back in one piece. Did you make good choices? Yeah, I think I did. But hey, I'm starving. Want to make sandwiches out of whatever we can find in the fridge? More than anything, Pops. Woo! Yeah! That was a good time. I mean, that sucks that their marriage crumbled and everything, but glad I could be there to pick up the pieces of dear Joseph. He's so strong and forceful. Woo! I like that his achievement is Margarita Zone. And now it's time for the graduation party again. Alright. Zippity-doo-dah! Zippity-doo-dah-dee-doo-doo-dee-da-dee-day. Doodly-doo-doo-doo. Chad probably fights back. Whoa! Dads! Etc. The sound effects. I love the sped up sound effects. Chad, my dude! Etc. and so on. Oh, Mary's here. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Wait, I'm watching the... Nope, she doesn't say anything, I don't think. You been good? Just peachy. I have to go over there now. That went about as well as I could have expected it to. Okay. There they are, doing the thing. Okie dokes. Craig and such. There's the children's with the cake and the Hugo and the dad, the boo, the ba. Yeah, I don't care about you. You're not cool. I don't like you anymore, Robert. You intrigued me, but... Wait a minute. The Amanda thing didn't happen. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat next to Joseph. Joseph, it's so great to see you again. Great party. I should have you organize our next youth group mixer. My dance skills are ready whenever you need them. Hey, if you aren't busy this weekend, I was thinking we could maybe catch a movie or something. Yeah, that sounds like it would be fun. It's like the MMA on that boat. I don't know, it sort of seems like Chad's just enjoying being tossed around a little bit. I mean, he enjoyed getting tossed into the water by Craig, too. Craig was also very forceful. This feels weird. It doesn't feel like it did on the yacht. So, I guess things are still friendly with Mary? Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. Joseph sighs. We talked for a long time, and there was some yelling and crying, but ultimately there was reconciliation. What? Oh my god! I'm sorry, Chad. I have to make this work with Mary. Oh. I know. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I'm really sorry you got caught up in all this. I just felt so alone lately, and I'm not even sure I'm doing the right thing here. You've come to mean so much to me, and I'll never forget all of those beautiful moments we shared together. But I have to thank you. In a way, this whole thing with you helped me realize that I still love my wife very much. Oh, that's great. I know this probably isn't what you wanted to hear, and I'm sorry if you were hoping for something different, but this is where my life is, and I need to do right by my family. But hey, Joseph squeezes my hand. We'll always have Margarita Zone. Oh, will we? Will we, Joseph? Joseph stands up. Take care, Chad. You too, Joseph. Joseph walks off. Did I do something wrong? Was there another way this could have ended if I had done things differently? Am I right? That's what I'm thinking. What am I doing wrong? I walk over to the half-melted remnants of the ice cream cake and shove a forkful into my mouth. This ice cream cake is my new boyfriend. The last guests begin to make their way out of the party. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Hey, thanks for the party. You really... Oh, now, after I get dumped, I get the bad dad speech. Super. Wow, yeah, All alone. I'm all alone. Again. It's teaching me a lesson. It's teaching me not to do all the fucking endings and just take the one that I got the first time and it was good. This is so depressing. Okay. I mean, I set out to see all of them. They're all making me sad, but I set out to see all of them. And we've got like 2 more. Whoa! Is this the good ending for Joseph? I wasn't expecting that. Alright. I guess that was the good ending for Joseph, is ending up alone. I'm really confused now. That startled me. Okay. His picture is highlighted. I don't understand, Dream Daddy. I don't understand. Okay, great, I guess. Confused noises. Okay. We got Hugo and Brian left, right? Yep. Yep. Let's do Brian first. I got a good feeling about Hugo. Yeah. Why is Craig and Robert not highlighted? Yeah, I don't understand. I guess they only get highlighted if you get the photo. Like the nice little glamour shot at the end. There doesn't seem to be... Because I tried... Maybe for Robert, it's the long game. You have to say no to him from the start. And then he respects you from the beginning. You can't unfuck him. You can't undo the being seen as an object. So maybe that's a long game. I do not know what the situation is with Craig, though, because I was getting S ranks on S ranks with him. Every date went awesome. I have no idea what went wrong with Craig. I don't know. Okay, Brian, though. I spend the day lounging around the house in my bathrobe and slippers, committed to enjoying my day off as a testament to dad laziness around the world. It's nighttime. 3rd coffee of the day, and I'm doing my 2nd word jumble in pen. Man, this is the life. Hey, this one spells door. You're still taking me to the fair later, right? There's a fair. Dad, it's literally around the corner from us. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. It's nighttime outside. It's nighttime here, too. It's real life nighttime. It's not ringing a bell. I came home yesterday with cotton candy. Nope, nothing. I gave you a teddy bear that I won, specifically stating where and when I got it? Seriously? Amanda walks to the windowsill and slides the drapes open. There's a big Ferris wheel in the distance. Oh, right, that one. I thought you meant another carnival. You're coming with me tonight, right? Gosh, honey, I don't know. I've got all this. I look down at the mug of coffee and word jumble in my hands. Pressing business I need to attend to. Amanda points to my word jumble. Park, dog, clock, cereal. I knew that. I totally knew that. The secret word that they all spell out is pool. Hey, you're pretty good at this. Now you don't have an excuse. You're coming with me. Amanda pushes me into my bedroom and forces me to change out of my bathrobe. Wear something nice. I want some arm candy tonight. Got it. And no flip-flops. Not after last time. We don't talk about last time. Did it involve tripping and falling on his face, probably? Amanda and I step outside and follow the faint sound of carnival music. So what's the first thing you're gonna do at the fair? Eat greasy food, like deep fry everything and put it in my mouth. I don't care if it isn't tasty to start. I believe that the deep frying process can transmute any non-tasty thing into a tasty thing. This is very true. Please don't throw up this time. I know my limits. You said that last time. I was still calibrating. I'm dialed in now. You'll ride the rides with me, right? If you're looking for someone to ride scary rides with, that's a straight veto from the dad constituency. However, I am happy to stand at the fence and take blurry pictures of you riding the rides as per dad custom. Define scary rides. Anything that moves. Well, you're no fun. Maybe I'll find someone at the carnival who'll go with me. Wouldn't that be a surprise? Yeah, maybe one of your friends from school will be there. Like, who's that one with the eyebrows? Teresa? She's got mono. What about the one who vapes? Alex got suspended for vaping in the school bathroom. Well, I hear carnival rides are fun as a solo rider. But then I'll have no one to puke on. Or will I? What? Hey, look, we're here! The carnival is packed with people from all over town tonight. Screaming kids run around with cotton candy and buckets of soda clutched in their grubby fists. Colorful lights flash all around us. I feel like just smelling the air will clog my arteries. Hey, let's go over the greasy food carts first. Amanda leads me by the hand in what seems like a very specific direction. I know my favorite one is around here somewhere. Wait a second, is that Brian? Wow, look who it is! Sure enough, it's Brian and his daughter Daisy. Brian has the same confused look on his face that I'm sure I have. What a coincidence that we all happen to be here at the same time in the same exact place! Wow, this is so weird. Can you believe we just happened to come to the carnival on the same night at the same time? Yes, Daisy, that's so strange. How bizarre. Brian. Chad. I forgot the word. The voice. I forgot the voice. I can feel my competitive fire burning inside me again. Last we met, Brian had made a fool of me by besting me at fishing, and then out humbling me in front of my very own daughter. I still want that pole saw. There's plenty of midway games here. Okay, how about we hang out as a team and explore the carnival together? Yes, Amanda, that sounds like an amazing idea. Let's all go do stuff together. Amanda and I follow Brian and Daisy as they lead us towards some rides. I can't believe Brian's here. Dad, you need to relax. Daisy and I have been spending a lot of time together. She helps me with my algebra homework, and I've been corrupting her young soul with rock and roll music. She's really cool, but you and Brian won't stop complaining about each other. Oh, he's complaining about me? No, Dad, that's not what I meant. If you and Brian would just talk to each other, maybe you would see that you have a lot in common. See, now I gotta turn it up to 11. Brian's getting obliterated. Dad, you have to chill. Please chill. For my sake. I'm chill. I'm so chill. I'm like stupidly chill. And once I prove once and for all that I'm clearly the better dad, I'll be so chill you could call me liquid nitrogen. I will destroy him. Dad! I spot the entrance to the midway. A perfect opportunity. Is there a tunnel of love at this carnival? Is that where this is going? Hey, Brian, check it out. Want to get a couple games in? That sounds fun. Maybe a little friendly competition. No, we wanted to check out some clowns over there. Amanda, you're scared of clowns. Overruled. Fine, sure, let's play some games. But if we spend the whole night in there, I'm filing for emancipation. Oh, lighten up. I'll win you something nice. And I'll win you something nice too, Daisy. I'll win more nice things than Brian. I'd like to see you try. Brian and I glare at each other. This is so weird. This bit's getting a little old. I kind of hope it stops in the third date. We've been at it for longer than I'd like to admit. Amanda and Daisy sigh heavily at each new game Brian and I challenge each other to, their arms overburdened with stuffed animals and t-shirts with rainbows airbrushed onto them. For every game I win, Brian seems to answer back. Dad, please, enough! Just one last game, honey. So, Chad, we're tied. What's the ultimate prize? I spot it from across the midway. We lock eyes. It swims absent-mindedly in a bowl of water. The goldfish will be mine. Amanda, sweetie, how about I win you a goldfish? If it'll get us out of here... Shh, great. I look over at Brian. We don't say a word, but our locked eyes confirm it. They keep using the phrase locked eyes. The person who wins the goldfish wins the night. Looks like it's skee-ball. You any good? I am the best skee-ball player to ever grace this earth. Think you can handle me? Still willing to put up your weed whacker? Only if you're willing to part with that pole saw. Lawn grooming equipment goes to the skee-ball champ? We share an earnest shake. Oh boy. Oh my god, skee-ball. How do I play this game? How do I do anything? How do I do things? Oh, this is how I do things. Whee! Alright! Yeah! This is way easier than real skee ball. Shit. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Ooh, I fucked that one up. Okay, so you want to line it up. The white line should be towards the end. And you also want it centered as much as possible. You're trying to line up two things at once. You have a limited number of balls, or you're going on the timer? I can't tell. Oh, he's beating me! Shit! Need more 50s. Yeah, baby. I'm doing alright, I'm doing alright. Okay, I gotta stop looking at his board, though. It's fucking me up. Whoops. No! Dude, I love skee ball. I'm not good at it, but I love it. Skeels! Haha! Whoa, I fucking creamed him! Yeah, baby! Yeah. Yeah. The bell sounds and the lights flash. It feels like things are moving in slow motion. The guy running the booth points at me. I turn to look at Brian and his face is priceless. The attendant reaches up and dumps the goldfish into a plastic baggie. My hands shake as he passes it over to me. I've done it. I've finally done it. The fish is mine. The pole saw is mine. Victory is mine. I have bested Brian. You won, fair and square. I hold the goldfish above my head, brandishing it aloft for the world to see. Be cool. Couldn't have done it without Amanda. Yeah. You know, you take your W's where you can get your W's. But I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the love and support of my dear daughter, Amanda. Dad! I'd do it all for you, kiddo. Dad! I hand her the fish. May this fish represent our unbreakable bond. Amanda, what would you like to name your new friend? How about Brian? Betrayed by my own flesh and blood. I am devastated. Who wants to check out the Ferris wheel? Yeah, I want to ride the Ferris wheel. Of course. I'll hang out and watch you guys. Still not a fan of carnival rides. I'd be happy to ride with you kids. I'm just kidding. I love carnival rides. I'm the best at them. This is so weird. We traverse the fair and end up at a relatively short line for the Ferris wheel. It doesn't seem like a very popular ride. Daisy and Amanda chat excitedly. I can feel Brian glaring at me. So, how'd you do on the trig final? Way better than I thought I would. Those cosine problems still trip me up, so I drew a cat instead of answering the questions, and my teacher gave me a point for effort. Wow, is high school really that easy? Absolutely, yes. The School of Hard Knocks, though? That's another story. Amanda playfully punches Daisy on the arm. Welcome to the streets. You check out that art book I gave you? Yeah, I love that section on female photographers. You have good taste. You know, I bet your photos will be in a book someday. Daisy, stop or I'll cry. They're too cute. Next. Amanda pushes me forward. You first. I sit down in the carriage. And now you. Daisy pushes Brian into the carriage next to me. Before I can say anything, the ride operator closes the gate. Now wait just a second. We're gonna go get some deep fried pickles. You two take this time to work out your differences. Hold on. Get along. Amanda and Daisy run off into the crowd. The ride starts moving. Great. I sit in the Ferris wheel with my arms crossed, not talking to Brian. I don't even know what Amanda's talking about. Neither do I. Our carriage creeps slowly upward. Ferris wheels are boring. Could this ride go any slower? Oh, is it too fast for you? That's not what I meant. How could this get any worse? Suddenly the ride jerks to a halt with us at the very top of the wheel. I can hear the faint yell of the ride operator down below. Sorry folks, ride's stuck. Guess a raccoon must have stolen a key component to the motor. They're very crafty animals and are frequently attracted to shiny objects, so it makes sense they would pilfer something like that. Anyway, it'll be some time before we can get y'all down. Settle in and get cozy. Well... And hey! No hand stuff while you're up there. Well, and no mouth stuff either. Well, this is just great. I look down over the expanse of the carnival. I hate to admit it, but it's a pretty good view. I spot someone down at the food cart melting cheese onto a pile of steaming steak and peppers. Oh man, I'm so hungry. Why didn't we get funnel cake first? My stomach rumbles. Oh, I know that sound. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out some fruit leather, offering it to me. Cherry or mango? I don't want your stupid fruit leather. Brian opens one and starts eating it. Fine. My stomach growls again. God damn it, why didn't I take the fruit leather? We sit in silence as a crowd begins to form under us. A group of carnival workers attempts to restart the engine. I suddenly remember that I have a tiny book of word jumbles and a golf pencil in my pocket. I pull them out and start working on a fresh page, determined not to look at Brian. Hey, I always bring a puzzle book with me, too. Brian pulls out a small book of crossword puzzles and a pen. Are you kidding me? I throw my book of word jumbles off the side of the Ferris wheel in a fit of rage. Oh, I bet we could find it when we get off this thing. Here, you can do my crosswords. Brian holds his book and pen out to me with a smile. Absolutely not. Why do you hate me so much? Hate you? Why do you think you're better than me? What? I don't think I'm better than you. Oh, okay, so you were just offering me fruit snacks and a crossword out of the kindness of your heart? Wait, yes? A likely story. All you do is brag about your smart kid and your landscaping, your stupid weed whacker. I'm sick of it. And all you do is one-up me every chance you get. The only thing I wouldn't win is a one-upping other people competition, because you would win that, because that's what you do. I don't do it on purpose. Wait, what? You're messing with me, right? No, but I don't think I'm better than you at all. You and your daughter are amazing. I thought we were competing just for fun at first, but the more we started doing it, the more it felt like you must hate me. And the more we did it, the more I wanted to impress you. There were times when I did want to beat you, Chad, but really all I wanted was for you to like me. Oh my god, I feel like such an ass. What would being an asshole be, I wonder? Be honest with Brian or be honest with yourself? Interesting. You must be honest with yourself. Brian, I'm so sorry this whole time. It's all so clear. I'm sorry, I'm like really congested all of a sudden. It's all so clear now. Is this what Amanda was trying to tell me? I've just been projecting my own insecurities onto you. Everything about you makes me feel inadequate. I think I was just trying to tear you down to compensate for my own low self-esteem. I feel like a total idiot. If I'm being totally honest, I think that you're really cool and strong and a good dad. And you're really... Maybe we don't go there just yet. Anyway, I have a lot of respect for you, Brian. I'm sorry I got so weird and jealous. I think if you're willing to forgive me, we could probably be good friends. We sit in silence for a second. Can we start over? What do you mean? From the beginning. Brian holds out his hand. Hi, I'm Brian. I take his hand and shake it vigorously. Hey, Brian, I'm Chad. It's really nice to meet you. Great shirt. Thanks, Chad. Brian and I look at each other. We both share a smirk over this silly little game, but it feels good to be on the same side for once. Alright, folks, thanks for being patient. Turns out the raccoon didn't steal part, but was instead still rummaging around in the inner workings of the engine. We formed a wary yet mutually beneficial truce. The carriage starts moving, and we find ourselves down on dry land in no time. Okay. Brian and I wander around for a bit, looking for Daisy and Amanda. You know, getting stuck on that Ferris wheel could have been a lot worse. I'm glad we worked things out. Me too, buddy. Now that's over with, we can both get home to quietly enjoy our evenings. Agreed. Dad! Amanda and Daisy run up to us. I think you kids will be pleased to find out that Brian and I have worked out our different... Dad, that's great and all, but Brian's in trouble. But Brian's right here. The fish, Brian! What? Daisy and I got on the log flume, and when we were going down the hill, Brian just flew out of the log, and now he's hanging from some pipe on the ride. We have to save him! But Brian's... The fish! Brian, the fish! Oh, right. Come on! Minigame? Probably? We sprint over to the log flume, spotting... Blah, blah, blah. Let me start over. I'm dying, sorry. We sprint over to the log flume, spotting Brian the fish stuck up in the rafters of the ride. We'll get you down, little buddy. We have to get Brian before the fair closes, or who knows what'll happen to him. But the fair closes in 10 minutes. I guess we need a hustle then. What's the plan? Well, one ride around the track lasts 90 seconds. Brian's hanging from a pipe right above the drop, so you'll have a window of about 10 seconds to grab him. Wow, did you just do all that math in your head? That's really impressive. I just counted. It's not that impressive. I'm so proud of you, honey. Okay. That rafter is pretty high up. How are we gonna reach him? We all think for a second. I've got it! Brian runs over to the midway, to the last game that we played, and snags the pole from the game attendant that they used to grab stuffed animals. I think this'll do the trick. Amanda presses 2 ticket stubs into my hand. Here, these are our last 2 tickets. Brian's fate is in your hands now. There's no time. Come on. Brian leads me by the hand to the entrance of the log flume, getting there just in the nick of time. Looks like you guys are the last ones. We take our seats on the slippery vinyl. The ride operator pulls the bar down over our laps. You ready for this? The log starts drifting down the fake river. Unnaturally blue water sloshes over the sides, soaking my shoes. This is gross. You know how earlier I said I was the best at carnival rides? The ride jerks forward and I let out a small yelp. That might have been an embellishment. Our rickety log makes the slow climb up the track for the most grueling minute of my life. I see him! Hanging from the rafters just before the drop is our beloved Brian, the fish, not the guy. Are you ready? I don't think I can reach it from where I'm sitting. It's all you, buddy. Brian presses a fishing pole into my hand. Oh god, I don't know if I can do this. Hey, I believe in you. I gulp. I can do this. Oh boy, how do I do this? Eat a lot of broccoli. Match that fish! Okay. Okay? Was that it? With the precision only attainable from playing midway games at a competitive level, I hook the baggie that contains Brian the fish and place it onto my lap. I did it! I grasp the bag firmly. He'll be nice and safe during the oh god, the drop. I momentarily forgot there was a drop. It's a big drop. Oh, it's coming up really fast. Oh man, it's a big drop. So when I told you that I had sort of over-exaggerated my proficiency with carnival rides, it turns out that I had under-exaggerated just how bad I am with them. I am utterly and completely terrified of carnival rides. Brian looks over to me and takes my hand in his. I'm right here. We can do this. He gives my hand a squeeze as our log tips over the edge and flies down the drop. Ah! Sploosh. A wall of water rains down on us. I realize I had my eyes squeezed shut and opened them to find Brian still holding my hand. He smiles at me. That wasn't so bad. Told you we would make it. Brian and I walk off the ride and approach Daisy and Amanda. I hand the baggie to Amanda. Brian! Hey. No, the fish. Aw. I mean, hey, thanks for saving the fish. Don't thank me, that was all your dad. Aw, shucks, it was a team effort. Yeah, you all used your special skills to get him back. Brian got the pole, Daisy did the math, and you got the fish. I didn't get to do anything cool. Well, honey, I'm sure you... Hey, what were you guys doing up there? That was totally dangerous. Amanda steps in front of all of us and plants her feet. Listen, dude, it might have been totally dangerous, but I'll have you know that we triumphed over more than just your silly rules today. We overcame adversity through teamwork and friendship and love. We banded together to achieve a common goal, and here we stand, stronger than the sum of our parts, and for you to... I actually don't care. The fair's closing. Just get out of here. The ride operator wanders off. They don't get paid enough for this shit. You really are a sparkling conversationalist. We join the crowd of fairgoers slowly ambling back to the parking lot. You kids want to stick around for the fireworks? Do we have to? I have never seen a child less enthusiastic about fireworks. Yeah, can we just go home? We've been hauling all these prizes around for hours and my back is killing me. You kids run on ahead. We'll catch up with you later tonight. Amanda and Daisy skip along. We'll probably find them later curled up on my couch watching long-haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. Brian and I sit down on a bench a little further away from the rest of the crowd who all gathered to catch the fireworks. Hell of a day, huh? You can say that again. Hell of a day, huh? This is the one time I will let you outdad me. Ah, I'll take it. I breathe in the cool night air as the first firework launches and explodes in the sky over the fair. I'm glad we talked about all that stuff. Me too. It's good to have a friend like you, Brian. The fireworks launch into full swing, bursting around us in a rainbow of reds, greens, blues, and whites. There's one more thing I have to admit, though. What's that? I don't know anything about fishing. Brian burst out laughing. Oh, buddy. I know. What? You knew the whole time? I mean, you weren't exactly subtle about it. I can feel myself blushing. He laughs again. It's okay. It was cute. If you're interested, maybe I could teach you sometime. That's what friends do, right? Ah! The laughter dies down and we watch the fireworks a little longer. I can tell he wants to say something, but he's having trouble getting it out. You know, it's kind of funny. What is? We're not fighting anymore, but I still feel like we've left some stuff, unresolved. Oh, lawn mowing is still happening. We're cool now, but don't think I forgot about that. Brian laughs. No, it's not that. Don't you feel like there's maybe something else here? Or is it just me? Looking at Brian, his smile illuminated by the crackling embers falling through the night sky, I suddenly understand what he's talking about. Oh. This whole time when the emotion's running so high, I realized what I've really been feeling. What I thought was jealousy was actually... It's not just you. Brian inches toward me. You know, it's hard paying attention to the fireworks when you're right here. Oh! Smooth! He and I lean in and our lips touch. He places one hand on my shoulder, then another at the base of my neck, gently pulling me closer to him in a warm embrace. I feel safe. Brian pulls away from me for a moment and smiles. I guess now we get to compete over who's better at kissing. Brian stifles a laugh and pulls me in for another. I'll accept that challenge. Aww, kissing under the fireworks and shit. Sure enough, when I get home, Amanda and Daisy are passed out on the sofa, surrounded by giant stuffed animals. Amanda's snoring drowns out the paranormal ice road trucker still playing on TV. I turn everything off and throw a couple blankets over the kids before heading to bed myself. Sleep is important! This is true. You should sleep more. Just generally. Why did I get a 0 in skee ball? I totally creamed him.
That was a great day.
Okay. A rank. Alright, respect. Soft boy! I love soft boy. I love that. I love the names of the achievements. Never give up. Never remember. Alright. Here we go again. Party time. Hopefully this is a good ending. We reconciled and all that shit. Da-da-da-da-da. Mac and cheese, etc., etc. I have, like, sunk into the couch and I'm, like, falling out of frame. I apologize. Blah, blah. Robert being a dick. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Shit. I keep skipping through something about high school. But I want to go to but I want to go to class in my PJs now. I mean, nothing's stopping you. But Daisy, I hear ya. I know you're stoked on college and skipping grades and taking over the world with science, but you gotta enjoy being a kid first. Ugh. Growing up is weird and scary, and eventually you'll be able to rent a car, but you gotta get through middle school in one piece first. You know how you wish you were going to college? I wish I was in 5th grade. I want recess and snack time back. Cherish it while it lasts, girl. You got a big future ahead of you, but I don't want you growing up too fast on us, alright? Alright. Thanks, Amanda. I ease away slowly. Amanda seems like she has a handle on the situation. As the party starts to wind down, blah blah blue, bleedy blah blue, blah 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 blue blah blah. Okay. Drop to Bob, etc. I look up to see Brian smiling at me. I take a seat next to Brian as the last guests make their way out of the party. Nice job! I couldn't have thrown a better party myself. I smile. So are we doing, like, opposite competition now? Yeah, we're just gonna compliment each other, relentlessly. I bet you could do more push-ups than me. I bet you're better with computers than I am. I bet you could trim a tree faster than I could. I bet you could de-ice a sidewalk more thoroughly than me. I like this a lot better. Brian blushes. I nestle myself into that soft space between Brian's shoulder and chest. No matter how many times he washes that shirt, I bet he'll never get the smell of campfire out of it. Not that I mind. Got a long summer coming. Interested in some more fishing trips with me, Daisy and Amanda? As long as you'll save me again if I fall in the water. I'd be happy to. Gotta sneak in as much father-daughter time as possible before Amanda heads out. Also be careful, she's probably gonna try to steal your dog and take him with her to college. I also get the feeling Daisy might try to stow away in her suitcase, so watch out for that. The sunset casts a pink glow over everything, and a quiet calm seems to descend upon my backyard. It reminds me of the lake. I'm glad we're not rivals anymore. Me too. Although I don't think I've ever been more productive than I was when I was trying to one-up you. Ah, maybe a little friendly competition is what we both needed. I sigh and nuzzle against Brian a little harder. I am the cuddle champion. We'll see about that. Cute! That was cute! I like that. That was sweet. Rivals to friends to lovers, just all in one scene. One more dad. We have one more dad to date. Don't trust gas station egg sandwiches. That's solid advice. Whoa. That is a hairy man. Whew. Dad bod. All right. It's the final dad time. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. It's Hugo. The final dad is Hugo. All right. Let's do it. Let's bring it home, baby. Dad book. Here we go. First is the worst, second is the best, third is the one with the hairless chest. All right. Final dad. Hugo Vega. Let's do the thing. Let's date my daughter's teacher. Woohoo! Okay. Part of me wants to, like, look up what the fuck happened with Craig and Robert. It's gonna make me sad not to have all the pictures lit up. Ever since the first night at Shark Cutie Pies, Hugo and I have made a point out of weekly visits to trivia night. Havarti Like It's 1999 has come in first place ever since, despite Provolone 2, Lost in New York's continual efforts to dethrone us. I've been able to do a complete overhaul of the interior of my car thanks to all the Phil's Auto Care gift cards we've received. Air fresheners, car chargers, you name it. Amanda's riding in the lap of luxury. Aside from the trivia nights, I don't actually get to see Hugo a lot. The end of the school year is coming up and he seems to have a lot of trouble dealing with the stress of teaching. I should do something nice for him. Maybe help him take his mind off of screaming teenagers. Books? He likes books, but I would have no idea where to even start with that. He probably reads more books in a month than I've read in the past year. I know he's really into wrestling, but he's reluctant to talk about it since he showed me his wrestling room. I know he's kind of shy about it, but maybe... Whatever, let's roll the dice. I think I have a plan. Are we gonna buy him, like, WrestleMania tickets or some shit? Hey, alright, folks. Looks like we finally have the points tallied and we're ready to announce our winner. You know who else is a winner? Me. Because I've finally seen just how beautiful and loving my wife is. A few weeks ago, all the regulars staged an intervention for Quizmaster Quinn. We sat down in a circle and told him that we wanted to see him be better and love himself. He agreed to start going to couples therapy with his wife, and last time he told us that they adopted a dog together. I love you forever, my Quizmaster Queen. I can't tell which version of Quizmaster Quinn I prefer. There were things to like and dislike about both, huh? And the winner is, for the fourth week in a row, Havarti Like It's 1999. Hugo and I cheers our small slices of camembert and I go up to accept our gift card along with an uncomfortably long hug from Quizmaster Quinn. May Havarti Like It's 1999's reign be as long and wonderful as my marriage to my beautiful wife. We make our celebratory round of high fives to the rest of the teams and sit down to finish our cheese board, savoring every last bit of burrata with pesto and slices of tomato. Oh, that sounds delicious. Can you share? Hey, I got a surprise for you. For me? Yes, and for once it isn't more cheese. Well, if you think you can somehow top that, be my guest. I pull out a book that I've been carefully hiding in one of my pockets and slide it over to Hugo. Oh. Hugo picks up the book and reads the title aloud. Harry Butts' Crapper Keeper? I wanted to get you a book, but I figured you probably already own every classical piece of literature, so I thought this would be fun. For when you're pooping. Hugo laughs. Wow. You should flip through it. Hugo looks up at me, raises an eyebrow. After flipping through a couple pages, he finally comes across a small gift I strategically hid inside. You're kidding me! Hugo looks around, worried that he made a scene. He leans in. You're kidding me. Hugo pulls out the wrestling tickets I hid inside the Crapper Keeper. This is to the World Federation of Wrestling's Power Slam series. You've been working so hard lately. I thought you'd like them. Like them? I love this. Thank you. But wait, there's two? Yeah, I figured we could go together. You'd go with me? Heck yeah, I need you to explain the finer points of wrestling to me, though. Hugo gets up, walks around the table, and effortlessly picks me up in a big bear hug. Has he been this strong the whole time? He's secretly ripped under that sweet tweed jacket. You know how to attract the buff boys, don't you, Chad? Thank you. I let out a little squeak to sort of say you're welcome. But I'm busy being choked out. Whoa! Pablo Escobar. Genuine wrestle boy. Okie doke. It's the night of the Power Slam. Hugo shows up to my doorstep in a loud, oversized wrestling tee. He's a little blushy and extremely cute. Yeah! We drive about an hour to another city for the big event. Hugo spends the entire ride teaching me the basics of wrestling and the terminology I need to know. I don't know dick about wrestling. I will say that. So it's fake, right? Well, yes and no. While wrestling in the act of hurting another wrestler is fake, the work requires remarkable athleticism and oftentimes results in actual injury. Those people are getting hurt, sure, but not in the way we're led to believe. Historically, wrestling as we know it today was created by carnival workers to fix gambling, and the people who actually believed it to be real and would bet on these matches were called marks. That we know it's technically fake but still choose to suspend our disbelief makes us smarks. Smart marks. Sneeple. Snail people. Okay. This is enough suffering. Hang on a second. I gotta fucking blow my nose or something. Hang on. Talk amongst yourself. I realized this morning, that I forgot to do my allergy nasal spray this morning. So perhaps that might have contributed to my suffering. So, hopefully that also will help. It's already better. Okay, now we can get through this last date without, choking on my own congestedness. Okay. So I should be watching this for the acrobatics. Oh. I can also hear better all of a sudden. Nasal spray shouldn't do that. And the tension and the drama and even the storylines. I think that anything or anyone can tell a good story. You just have to look for the story. Even something like what we're about to experience will tell a phenomenal, sometimes understated story despite a ridiculous premise. Wow. What? I just really wouldn't have pegged you for a huge wrestling fan. Nobody does. I get it. I'm the button-down teacher type. I like poetry and art history. I write dissertations on heavy tomes by Russian authors for fun. But I like wrestling. It's a big part of who I am, but because it's considered kind of lowbrow, I feel like I can't share it with anybody because they'll just make fun of me. Till now. Hugo smiles to himself. Till now. Aw, Hugo. Hugo and I enter the stadium and are directed to the upper level. After grabbing some snacks, we make our way up to the set of stairs. The further up we go, the more my heart sinks. I thought we had gotten good seats, but by this point the ring looks like a postage stamp. We finally settle into our spots and wait for the match to start. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I got us tickets on the lower level. I look over to Hugo, who apparently didn't even hear me. He's vibrating with excitement. This is so cool! I guess he doesn't mind. I have to admit, I've been too embarrassed to come to one of these since I was a kid. What's there to be embarrassed about? Everyone here loves wrestling. Plus, who are we even going to see that we know? We're like an hour out of Maple Bay. I guess you're right. That seems like foreshadowing. So, what do we have to look forward to tonight? Oh man, the lineup is stacked! All of the matches are going to be great, but the one I'm really looking forward to is the Eastern Dragons match. The Eastern Dragon? Yeah, he used to wrestle as Pablo Escobar, but I guess he eventually had to change it. Wrestler names are weird. He's actually an Iranian guy from Utah. Hey! Haha! An Iranian guy! From Utah? Oh, so that's what your shirt's from. Yep, I've been following the guy since his debut in an indie wrestling league, and it's been amazing to see him rise through the ranks and into the professionals. Who's he up against? The corporate shill. Technique-wise, I don't think he's that good of a wrestler, and I don't even think the fans like him. Certainly an interesting character, though. The stadium lights dim and the crowd starts screaming. Butt rock blasts through the sound system and some pyrotechnics set off around the ring. Ladies and gentlemen of the sold-out crowd in Mill Creek, Massachusetts, who's ready to power slam? Hugo and I scream. We watch two wrestlers, the Southern Dandy and Johnny Snowman, walk out to even more butt rock. The Southern Dandy mixes and drinks a mint julep in the ring before the match. The crowd eats it up. The Southern Dandy's from Maine. Is Johnny Snowman not from the North Pole? He's from Georgia, actually. After a long match, Johnny Snowman, who's dressed up like a muscular elf, does what Hugo calls a German suplex on the Southern Dandy. I don't know what's happening, but this is amazing. Did you see what that guy did to the other guy's face? Is he okay? Are they gonna be okay? Wrestling is a sport of communication. All these guys train together to not only know how to perform moves, but how to respond to them. It allows them to look like they're being hurt, but only be kind of hurt. The crowd cheers as Johnny Snowman pins the Southern Dandy and is announced as the winner. The next match features a wrestler named Generation Y2K who comes out looking like a hipster barista. He takes selfies with fans on the way up to the ring and pauses after everyone to post it onto Instagram. He's really playing up the millennial thing, huh? He's sort of the boogeyman to old-timer wrestling fans. His opponent, the old-timer, walks out. Oh. The crowd seems to be divided in who they're rooting for. The old-timer pulls some pretty sweet moves after he takes out a walking cane from under the stage and beats Generation Y2K over the head with it. Up against the ropes, Generation Y2K blinds the old-timer with a flash on his camera phone and is able to pin him to win the match. He takes a celebratory selfie with his unconscious opponent. This is fun. During a break, Hugo and I leave to get refills from the concession stand. We wind our way through clusters of wrestling fans to get to the line. So, what do you think so far? I'm glad I'm here with you. The wrestling is cool, but I really like seeing you so enthusiastic. It's... Don't say hot. Don't say hot! Cool. You know, I'm kind of surprised. I was sort of expecting the crowd to just be a bunch of aggressive, sweaty older guys, but it's so diverse. I've even seen a bunch of families with their kids. Everyone looks super happy to be here. Oh yeah, that's how I got into wrestling. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me and my brothers to matches all the time. There's one gaggle of kids loitering in a corner that are exceptionally loud, even over the din of the stadium. Looking closer, I can't help but feel like these kids seem familiar. Oh god, I know these kids. They're Hugo's students. So don't turn around when I tell you this, but some of your students are here. Hugo immediately tenses up. Oh my god, I can't let them see me here. They'll never listen to me ever again. I position myself between the kids and Hugo, hoping that I can act as a human shield. I glance over at the group of children again, and I recognize that Colin kid. He kicks one of his friends in the shins and laughs. Man, that Colin kid is a piece of work. Colin? If he sees me here, he'll never let it go. He's a master manipulator. We have to get back to the relative safety of our seats. What's the plan? Just walk back to your seats? It's fine. I think the best strategy here is to hide in plain sight. Be casual. Be super casual. We'll just waltz right in and nobody will be any the wiser. Are you sure that'll work? Like a charm. Hugo and I just start walking towards the doors. Colin and his friends are so busy throwing garbage at each other that they don't notice. Wow, that was easy. Yeah, man, you don't gotta make everything into a fucking spy mission. Hugo and I sit down and breathe a huge sigh of relief. Phew, that was close. Now we can hide out for the rest of the night and enjoy ourselves in the comfort of anonymity within a large crowd. The lights dim again. This is the match we've been waiting for! The corporate shill walks out to elevator music. He's wearing a three-piece suit and sunglasses. Once he gets to the ring, he takes off his sunglasses and rips the sleeve off his suit jacket, flexing his arms for the crowd. One of the people from his entourage produces a graph chart and sets it up in the center of the ring. The corporate shill grabs a microphone. I got a message for the Eastern Dragon. If you'll refer to the graph in the center of the ring, you'll see a quarterly projection of how much I'm about to kick your ass. The whole crowd erupts. This is so goofy. Now, if you'll direct your attention to the Jumbotron, we all look up at a PowerPoint presentation titled Kicking the Eastern Dragon's Ass, Key Performance Indicators. The corporate shill takes a laser pointer and gives a lengthy presentation on just how and why he'll defeat the Eastern Dragon. He showcases several well-utilized clip art graphics. That was informative. The lights dim again and pan flute music plays. What the fuck? I think it's a pan flute. I'm actually not sure if I know what a pan flute sounds like. The Eastern Dragon walks out to cheers from the crowd. Aren't pan flutes a Central America thing? Hugo shrugs. Wrestling. The Eastern Dragon stands outside of the ring and grabs a microphone. Should I give a Persian accent? Corporate shill, it is nice to see you again. More cheers from the crowd. That was a good presentation. The clip art was a nice touch. You had to tell me he's Iranian. He points to the corporate shill menacingly. I'm making myself laugh. I'm looking forward to a nice and exciting match. The crowd doesn't really know what to do here. He's not the best at trash talk, but I promise he's one of the most talented wrestlers you'll ever see. The match starts and it's just as exciting as Hugo had hyped it up to be. Should I do the whole thing in Persian accent now? The Eastern Dragon performs some ridiculous aerial stunts that make me concerned for his safety. He does what Hugo calls a moonsault from the top rope onto the corporate shield. I can't keep that up. I'm sorry. I'll just laugh my way through the whole rest of the game. The air in the stadium is electric as these two athletes lock arms and try to demolish one another. I can't help but get into it. The corporate shill pile drives the Eastern Dragon, who looks passed out in the center of the ring. He climbs up to the top rope and motions to the cheering crowd. Oh no, he's about to do his finishing move, the corporate ladder. The corporate shill poses at the top of the ropes. The Eastern Dragon still isn't moving. Could this be the end of his young career? Get up, Eastern Dragon! You can do it, Eastern Dragon! The corporate shill launches off the top rope in a huge arch. He brings his elbow down on the Eastern Dragon with the full force of a Fortune 500 company putting local vendors out of business. Ouch. The corporate shill pins the Eastern Dragon and the match ends. Hugo sinks into his chair. Man, he should have won that. I sit down with Hugo. What a match. It was amazing. I think I'm a fan of wrestling now? Hugo looks over to me and our eyes catch. At least it didn't say lock. Jesus. I'm glad. The event goes on and we have a little downtime before the next match. We decide to just relax in our seats to avoid the middle schoolers. It's unlikely they would ever notice us in the upper level nosebleeds. I look up at the Jumbotron. Oh hey, they're doing the kiss cam thing. It zooms in on a bunch of cute couples who all do a quick smooch to ruckus cheers from the crowd. Oh my god, I know what's about to happen! Oh, that's so nice. And then it zooms in on Hugo and I. What do I do here? I look over to Hugo and see the same mortified expression on his face. The entire crowd is chanting and neither of us know what to do. Protect Hugo's identity! With a smooch! I jump in front of Hugo and start giving the camera the finger. They can't show that on television, can they? The camera immediately moves on. I guess all of this sweaty violence is fine, but a finger isn't. Thanks, I think. I sit down again, trying to ignore the dirty looks I'm getting from people who came here for wholesome content. So much for laying low, I guess. The rest of the match thankfully goes off without incidents. Hugo and I eventually laugh off the kiss cam and get back into the wrestling. After the show ends, he convinces me to hang back and let the rest of the crowd exit so we wouldn't risk running into Colin and his awful group of friends. By the time Hugo and I walk back to his car, most of the wrestling fans have cleared out. The parking lot is surprisingly empty, save for a beat-up car parked a few spots down from us. We warily keep an eye out for any stray middle schoolers as we hang out by my car. Man, that was an experience. Right? It's one thing to watch it on TV, but to be there in person is just, wow. Thank you again. I would never have gotten to experience this if it weren't for you. It's just me and Hugo in front of the car in an empty parking lot. I look down. Kind of funny about the kiss cam, huh? Yeah, it was super funny. But neither of us are smiling. We look into each other's eyes and I can feel a warmth radiating from my cheeks. We stare at each other for just a little bit too long. Hey, cool shirt! I turn around to see a guy in a hoodie and basketball shorts walking up to us, a duffel bag slung over his shoulder. I haven't seen one of those in years. Oh my god. Yeah, I got it from a trade with this guy from streetsmarks.net. Oh, this is the Eastern Dragon. He's okay. I gotta give him the accent. I love that website. Someone always posts these. Someone always posts these awesome, super detailed breakdowns of matches in the indie circuit. Have you seen those? The names like JJ something, JD Slaminger. Yeah, that's him! Those are my write-ups. You're J.D. Slaminger? You're kidding. Oh man, I'm such a huge fan of your work. It's so nice to meet you. The man vigorously shakes Hugo's hand. I'm honored. Oh man, I wish I could stay and chat. I have so many questions, but I'll PM you on the forums if you ever want to talk shop. Absolutely. The man starts walking away. Hugo coughs nervously to get his attention again. Is there any chance you could sign my shirt? The guy turns around and beams. Sure thing! Wait. It all finally clicks into place for me. You're the Eastern Dragon! I love your work! Haha, thank you, man! The Eastern Dragon signs Hugo's shirt, waves goodbye, and walks to his car. I stand there with my mouth open the entire time. That was the Eastern Dragon. He likes my work. Dude, you're like friends with the Eastern Dragon now. He's gonna PM me! Hugo and I high five. He's so excited he's shaking. Mr. Vega? Oh no. Colin and his cronies just pop up out of nowhere. Oh no, here we go. I love the sweet manchego. Colin, nice to seeing you and your friends all the way out here. What are you doing here? I don't see a library anywhere near us. I was watching the Power Slam series with my friend. Ha! Mr. Vega likes wrestling? What a fart knocker. Actually, that's pretty cool. Shut up, dickweed. Nah, man. That's actually rad as hell. Who were you just talking to? Probably one of your stupid book nerd friends. Actually, he was talking to his good buddy, the Eastern Dragon. All of Colin's friends gasp. Guys, come on, he's lying. There's no way the Eastern Dragon would hang out with these losers. Oh yeah? How did I get his autograph then? Colin's friends lose their minds, screaming their heads off. Colin is red with anger. See you in class, bitch. Oh, shit! You can't say that! Who's gonna believe you? Yes! Hugo and I hop into the car to the tune of more children screaming. We laugh all the way home. Oh my god, that was awesome! Who's gonna believe you? Hugo and I descend the stairs of his home into his wrestling man cave where we both crack a beer. We're both winding down after an exciting evening. So if you were a wrestler, what would your persona be? This is making me want to watch wrestling. Hugo answers immediately. J.D. Slaminger, my forum name. I gotta represent my literary roots. My costume would be a tweed coat, and my finishing move would be a catcher in the eye, where I poke my opponent's eyes out and call them a phony. Good one. Wow. I've given it a lot of thought. What about you? I would be... Bomb Clancy, Mario Brawltolly, Dad. Mario Brawltolly, I like that. Mario Brawltolly. I come out in bright orange Crocs and my hair in a ponytail while I wield a slotted spoon. My finishing move is don't forgetty my spaghetti, where I pin my opponent and force feed them my delicious homemade meatballs. I'm just now realizing that I don't know any actual wrestling moves. You know, I could teach you some. I smirk. I'm game. Hugo and I square up in the center of the room, ready to go at it. I'll go easy on you. On Mario Brawltolly? Absolutely not. And before I know it, I'm on the floor. Hugo wraps his legs around me and squeezes. I can't move. This is a figure 4 leg lock. If I were applying full force right now, you would be in extreme pain. He effortlessly twists around again and grabs my arm. Good lord, he's strong. Any movement on my end is useless. Oh my god. So much for that. Nasal spray doing its job. And this is an arm bar. You're pretty good. You can tap out anytime you like. Not a chance. Hugo flips around one last time on top of me. He hooks his arm under my leg and presses his body down on my chest. And this is me pinning you. Our faces are inches apart right now. I can't tell if I'm breathing heavily because of the physical activity or because of something else. Go for it! I lean forward and kiss Hugo, who seems just as surprised as I am. I pull back a little embarrassed, but he kisses me again! He slowly releases his submission hold on me and cradles my face in his hands. He presses his forehead against mine and we laugh. I guess we both win. Guess so. I pull him back in for another kiss. Do you have any more moves to show me? I think I might have a few. Ooh! I love this. I love everything about this. That was so cute. Damn.
Looks like Paradise Lost just got found.
Looks like Paradise Lost just got found. Asiago getter. Dude loves cheese. Dreamiest daddy. Oh, that means you went on all the dates, I guess. Sweet. This is like, at least the last one went well. Hopefully. Knock on wood, I get that sweet, sweet picture of Hugo. Alright. Oh, we're answering a question, that's right. You know the drill by now. He's wearing the wrestling shirt. Okay. So Damien and Hugo both have like a different outfit, if you do the thing. Mac and cheese bar, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I got a knot. Quizmaster Quinn is here. Chad! Quizmaster and like Spin Master, I guess? Hey, hey, who's ready for a crazy graduation party? You don't have to be on right now, Quinn. It's just a party. What do you mean? It's the, You know what? Keep that energy. Hold it close. You deserve it. Just like me and my loving wife deserving happiness, right? You know it. Okay. Slight differences. Okay, we got Chad. Brian is here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This Craig is here. The children. Joseph. Robert being a dickhead. Skip it. We don't want to hear that. Matt. Okay. Damien's here. Hey, Ernest. Thanks for being nice to my dad. Whoa. People are really mean to him sometimes. I mean, I guess I am too. But, he seems happy when you're around, so, that's cool. Well, geez, Ernest, I don't know what to say. You know, I think people got you pegged wrong. You got a soft side. If you tell anyone I told you that, I'm gonna set your trash can on fire. There it is. Also, you don't know me. Before I can respond, Ernest walks away, a cloud of vapor trailing behind him. Well, that was at least a little pleasant. As the party starts to wind down, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah. This is happening. Okay. Dropped a bomb. I look up to see Hugo smiling at me. I take a seat next to Hugo as the last guests make their way out of the party. Cool shirt. Thanks. It reminds me of a special night. So the secret's out, huh? Hugo likes wrestling? You know, I was really nervous to come here dressed like this, but everybody in the neighborhood, they were nothing but accepting of me and my hobbies. It turns out that Craig's a huge fan too. And Colin told everyone at school that I'm into wrestling, but it actually backfired on him. The kids have a weird sort of respect for me now. There you go. A few of them even asked me to be the sponsor for their wrestling club. Not the Olympic wrestling. The wrestling that I like. I actually like both, but there's an important distinction, and I think you know which one I'm talking about. See, just goes to show there's nothing wrong with being open about what you like. I agree, and as long as I'm being open, I'm also a huge fan of very handsome dads who throw great parties for their kid and love a good word jumble. Aw, I blush. And I'm a big fan of... Quick, think of something clever. Hugo's? This Hugo specifically. Hugo laughs. He drapes an arm around my shoulders and pulls me closer. He plants a soft kiss on my forehead. I'm happy here. Me too. Hugo and I watch the sun dip below the horizon together. Hey, do you think maybe later you could show me some new wrestling moves? Chad, how about I show you my pump handle pile driver? I can't help but giggle. What's that? You'll see. Oh! Is it his peen? Pump handle pile driver? Yeah, because it's a handle that pumps and oh, okay. I'm gonna stop now. That's all the dads. We dated all the dads. Most of them were successful. In the grand scheme of things, most of them were successful. Dated all the dads. Overall, a successful playthrough. Oh, there it is. What's the picture? Woo! Hello. With a pile of meat and cheese at his feet. That's not sanitary. I think these were all drawn by different people. I kind of was like a little bit hoping for something wrestling related. Like his JD Slamager persona or something, but this'll do. That was good. That was good. That was a good one. I like that. That was cute. Be true to yourselves, people. Be true to yourselves. That's what we get from Damien and Hugo, is being true to their own, their souls. Yay, we dated all the dads. We dated all the dads. I really just want to find out what the fuck I did wrong with Craig and Robert. So, does anybody mind if I Google this? No? Cool. I'm gonna Google this. Okay. Dream Daddy. Craig. Route. Alright. Dream Daddy Craig route. How to get Craig's ending. Okay. Craig's a pretty straightforward guy. Okay. Wait, what is his ending? That's the thing. Oh, there's a picture. Alright. Whoa, this is like a whole... Okay, but I got all fucking S ranks, so, like... Is this really... I got an S rank for the first one. I'm pretty sure I got an S rank for the second one. Was I? Okay. Let's put on a show, I should have said. Should we try Craig's third date again and see if we can fix it? Kinda sorta wanna do that. I'm inexplicably becoming a completionist right now. I'm also looking up Robert. How to get Robert's ending. Okay. Yeah, okay. I did this wrong from the beginning. Oh! Your dad book answers even matter for some of this? Who is Val? What in the fuck? There's a whole character I didn't even meet because I fucked this up. What? Okay, okay. Robert is like a long game situation. Oh my god. Alright. I think we can fix Craig. I think we can fix Craig without, like, having to fucking start the whole game over. But I believe I might have to start over to get Robert's ending. I'm, like, fucking on a mission right now. I'm on a fucking mission right now. Jesus. Alright, fuck it, why not? Let's do it. It's hot as balls in here. We're already past the 3-hour mark. It's 10 o'clock. Let's try and fix it. Alright. I just want to see what happens. Okay. How to get Craig's ending. Tell me your secrets, internet. Your dad book answers don't matter. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. Alright. Let's try again! I want to play this so bad. Dude! You should! You should play this. It's delightful, I gotta say. I'm so close to getting all of the endings. I got S's all before this. I hope I don't have to start all over again. Alright, we're gonna just try the final date and see if that helps. It has a list of the answers. This is allgamers.com, has a list of the answers I need to give. So I'm just gonna do those. We're gonna skip through this part. Okay, what is the first one? Such a gentleman. I almost had a case of the vapors there. Never fear, these muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda? Yep, on our way to a school trip, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he wants to be, like, the man. He wants to be, like, chivalrous, even though we're both men. And also, he's a simple man. There's a secret cannonball achievement if you keep going with the cannonballs. Okay, got it. Got it. I want a secret cannonball achievement. I'm into it. How do you stream with your laptop? Because I want to with my Xbox and it is nowhere near my PC. With a prayer, pretty much. Wait, hold on. There won't be. Okay. It'll be fine. Come on, bud. Who's a relaxed boy? I don't know. Craig. I'm a relaxed boy. That's my dude. Okay, continue marching. Alright, yeah, I have a Mac, which sucks dicks for streaming. And I have an Elgato capture card that is quite old. Not even the HD, like 60 FPS, just, yeah. So, like, my setup is pretty terrible, and it, like, actually is fine. So, if you have a Windows laptop, oh, you have a Mac laptop too. Okay, so you can use, from what I hear, you can use OBS, but you can use it with basically any capture card except the Elgato capture card on a Mac. So if you have an Elgato, you have to use the Elgato software, which sucks and crashes all the time and, like, doesn't work half the time, and yeah. So, fortunately, knock on wood, I've been able to get through it somehow, but you gotta just use the little bit that is available to you, but, yeah. It helps to have good processing power, and, like, obviously, Ethernet if you can help it. Just good internet. Gotta look at his butt. Alright, we already did that once. Okay. Let's put on a show! If the clothes are coming off, then it's someone's birthday. Craig gives me the wolf whistle. I turn around and give my booty a good spank. That one's for you, big boy. I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Alright, it's cannonball achievement time. What are we doing? I'll race you. Wait. At this point, you can unlock the secret cannonball achievement. I'm confused. There's a choice missing. So, no Elgato, and I can do Ethernet, so I shall shop the Switch. I can use at my PC. Yeah. Ethernet helps. From what I understand, you can use OBS with basically any other capture card. It's just that since I have always had an Elgato, I don't know how to use OBS. So you're gonna have to Google, but it's possible. It's hard to stream from a Mac, but it's possible. It doesn't have, it does not have this answer in the list of dialogue options. I don't know what to do. Should I look up another? Whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna dunk him again because I liked it. Donk! Hey, I got the eggplants. Alright, I'll race you to the top. Okay. You know it. Now we're doing the cannonball achievement. I live for danger. I've never felt more alive. No, I'm here to jump. Go on without me. I've got at least 20 more jumps in me. Okay, dude. I'll, see you back there. Craig gets up and leaves. Maybe I should head after him. There is nothing but the waterfall. I use it and Streamlabs on my PC. Oh, yes! Slobs is not available on, Mac. Otherwise, I would absolutely use that. You basically just have OBS, like, regular OBS, and the Elgato software for Mac streaming. Man, I would love to use Slobs. If Streamlabs would just release a Mac version, I would be thrilled. Because it has so many more features. But, hey, finally some peace and quiet so that I can work on my form. I scramble up the rocks again. Man, the adrenaline's wearing off, I guess. By the time I get to the top, I'm gasping for air. Here goes nothing. I take a running start for my biggest jump yet, but as I get to the edge, I trip, tumbling off the cliff and into the rocks below. Ouch! As my broken body slips into the water, I look down to see a pool of red forming around me. I don't have long, just long enough to be alone with my thoughts. What the fuck? Why? Why did I push myself beyond my physical limits? Why did I let the search for adrenaline overrule my sensibilities? Why didn't I use the buddy system? Goodbye, cruel world. I can see that my chances at love were dashed, much the same as my poor body was dashed upon these rocks of this waterfall. That is not what I thought would happen with the cannonball achievement. You water fell to your death. Oh my god. Thanks for telling me that I was going to die if I did that game. I mean walkthrough. Okay. Is that it? Are we back to this? Okay! I'm pretty tired. We just skip it. We should probably head back. Yeah, I think so. We go to put... Oh, that's also... You also, like, break your spine or something if you do the Joseph dance thing. The lift, whatever. That's also a secret achievement. We go to put our clothes back on. Notice they're soaking wet. Okay. Fire going, etc., etc. Okay. Sopping wet, blah, 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 blah. Ready for compliment time. Go overboard with compliments. Giving that fire the business, etc. This is a long scene. Okay, hell yeah, bro. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. We read this already. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies. Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, are you going to use the campfire to torch the... Okay. Schmump. And now it's tent time again. We crawl into the tent. We want to see this scene again, right? We crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? I look around for a second. Oh. Oh no, I must have left it at home. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here. No way. Here. Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other without a blanket. It's really cold. I shiver, and without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. I wonder if this is... Oh, I didn't get an S rank on the third date, did I? Is that what happened? His eyes flutter open. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing. We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig, I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. Except for when you do, like tomorrow. Bro, me too. I run my hands through his hair, then down to his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. I smile, tracing the lines of his hip with my finger. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Generating heat. Pulsating in the backbeat. Generating steam heat. Bro. Oppa! Alright! I accidentally S-ranked the first two. I think it was that I fucked up this one. And maybe Craig is just like a hard win. So you gotta get all S's? I don't know. Alright. Now let's see if we did it! I cheated a little bit, but it's okay. Alright, well, the controller wanted me to say that. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Whoa, it freezes when all the dads come on screen. Yes! Now we can really blow through this. I do want to see what, Craig's kids say, because I missed part of that conversation because I was speeding through it. Robert being a dickhead. Fuck off with that. Here's Matt and Lucian and Damien. Okay, Briar, think of a shape. Hazel, what's she thinking? Square. Briar? Star. We'll get it next time. Oh, that's what the twin thing is. Alright. Amanda leans in closer to Briar and Hazel. Something about psychic abilities. Alright. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Look up to see Craig smiling at me. Well, that's how it started before, too. I take a seat next to Craig as the last of the guests make their way out of the party. Bro. Bro! This reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong. We can leave keg stands in the past. I'm, taking this weekend to relax. This party was... Ah! Yeah! Yeah, I did it right! Yay! Thank you, allgamers.com or whatever the fuck. This party was my first stop out of the express train from the relaxation station. Next stop is Napville. Pull into the Chad Concourse. I'd like to book a ticket to Napville as well. I might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly off of your own stomach town. We both giggle, but man, do I want to just pour some chips on my belly while I hang out in a hammock. Craig, I'm glad you're making time for yourself. Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until I got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off the floor. I guess we need to get out of the city more often then. Craig kicks his legs over the side of the bench and leans onto me, lying down on my lap. I run my fingers through his hair. You're looking for balance. I admire that. I'm trying not to feel guilty about doing things for myself. It's a process. And it's gonna take me some time to figure it out. I might need your help, bro. Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die. And if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige. Craig looks up at me, smiling. Bro, that means so much to me. Craig sits up and pulls me into a kiss. Yeah! Winner! Bro. We both laugh. You and me, we're gonna be alright. Yay! Now I really want to get the good Robert ending, but I have to start the game over. Does that mean... does that mean another stream? Or does that mean we try to blow through this right now? I think it might have to mean another stream. I thought this was the finale, but maybe it ain't. Ah, shit, I skipped it! Okay. He's getting a bucket of Gatorade dumped upon his head. Go, Flapjacks! Look at those chubbies. And those thighs. Way to go, Chad. Chad? No, I'm Chad. Craig. Way to go, Craig. Way to go, self. Way to go, Chad, for hooking that. I mean, look at that. He's so carefree and happy. That's good. That's a good one. I like the Flapjacks logo. It's a stack of pancakes. That's what it is. You know what? We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more Dream Daddy stream. I can't let this game go. So next Tuesday, we're gonna start it over. And we're gonna go for the good Robert ending. And we're gonna go for the good Amanda ending. We're gonna finish this shit out of this game. Probably, we're adults. I need sleep. I finally got my free days Wednesday and Thursday so I can stream. Yay! Yeah, I know you're happy, Ren. You've been enjoying this. I've been enjoying it too. I really like this game. It's really well made. I like it. The quirky lab assistant from NCIS just reminds me of you. Thanks, I guess. Okay, so we'll call it a night. Because if I try to start it over now, I'm gonna be up all night. I got work tomorrow. So, we're gonna do one more extra special double bonus Dream Daddy stream next Tuesday to get the Robert ending and the good Amanda ending, and maybe sneak in that extra Joseph secret achievement at the youth mixer. So tune in for that next Tuesday, and then for real, it's done, and I'll pick another game. Okay. And on Thursday, more Final Fantasy X. Assuming I haven't, like, melted because this apartment is so fucking hot. Alright. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. We shall finally actually conclude it next week. So see you then, or on Thursday, or both. Or neither, I don't know. Bye!